Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, amen. Dear Heavenly Father, bless this podcast. Thank you for blessing me, Lord. Through all the pain, you give me strength. You know, for all the haters out there, they're just fans who don't know it yet. For all my people on this side that have my back all the time, watch over them and their families, everybody in the chat, everybody who needs that hand on their heart and arms around them, from young kids being abused to elderly to veterans to inmates to anybody who's just suffering. If you could just touch them and show them some humbleness, you know, Lord, that'd be good. But I come here through you. They say I'm fake. They say I don't pray, but you know what's in a man's heart, Lord. If I'm lying to you. I'm lying to myself. You know this heart is real, and you know how I feel. And in your name I pray, amen. Oh, man. Oh, ho, 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 ho. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's up? What's going on?
Man, you know, the thing that's so funny about this whole situation, and I wasn't going to address it, but I said, you know what, dude? Fuck these people, man. You know, all I
Fuck
do is sit back, you know, and the thing I like to say, you know, she said one thing that really hit me, and I have to say this, you can add to it. Everybody at Frankie Rizzo, David Montpass, Arthur, what's up, brother? Gonzo, Jesse. The thing that cracks me up is when she said, MB says, he says horrible things about Angel. Horrible things. Remember what Lee said about Angel's brother? Do you remember that, right? And then do you
Yeah.
remember what she did with the memes? Like, I've never said anything crazy. I said, I don't agree with Angel. I think she shot out. But the thing is this, right? So you have a clown like the maggot who now does a backup show coming at Argo. I knew Argo was going on there. Like, and he got off and defended me. But the fact of the matter is, this maggot, you taught now he's saying that he was just not in a club. He rode around guys. And if he sees me, he's going to rip my patch. I still got it right here. And you ain't doing shit. He's a big bitch. Show your face. Look, I'll lead with this. And then Johnny can add to this one part. Forget everything else I just said. The old adage, you look a man in the eye, right? And that's how you know who a man is. A man's hiding his whole face. That means you can't trust him. Right or wrong?
No, that's it.
Fucking clowns, man. Clowns, clowns, clowns. Steve Blair, what's up, brother?
You don't show your face. You don't get to have a voice here. You know, it's you don't show your face. That's it. We don't move on to anything else.
There's nothing else to talk about.
Zero credibility. None. You know, and then the stuff with NB. Okay, let's put that shit to bed right now. Does everybody forget the fact that she was a troll that was exposed against her will? She came into this, made slander videos about me and FBS and multiple other people for a fucking year. And now she's crime victim. Now she's the victim? Are you fucking kidding me?
And then you have
short memory.
And then you have gay eighth Topak saying, try acting all nice, and he says, told code to suck or whatever he told it. Like, listen, bro, you ain't shit.
Oh, he's a joke, man. He's washed up. He embarrassed himself.
Like, that's why I said that in that prayer too. Like, God knows if I'm lying or not with this, bro. I don't need to come on here and act like something or you know, anything else. Why I got Joe? Where's he blocked at? Where's he blocked from?
He's got me blocked, man. I've tried to call him multiple times. I'm blocked. He goes on and says that we have him blocked, but in reality, he blocks us, guys. That's the truth.
Yeah.
I wish I had another phone. I was live. I would show you guys. Yeah. I would call him and show you that I'm blocked.
Yeah. He's a clown.
I'll do that the next time I'm live on my channel. I'll call him from my phone. You guys will see. I'll put it on speakerphone. You'll see that I'm blocked.
Well, the funny thing is with him is that all these guys, like, you know, talk so much shit. He was supposed to be coming to Philly to beat my ass. And he said, I said all this stuff. No, what I said, and I will reiterate, what he said, BK was crying when I left Gunsmokes. That's what he said to me after the 2 months of them and their little friggin' Discord mafia clowns, man. Lying and being sneaky, coming at me. That's what they did. Nobody cares. I don't need to get noticed. I don't need people up here. I put your names in the thumbnail just because you guys were all talking shit today. Why Lee? Lee's so big on here, right? Leonidas. Why you need to talk about me, Leonidas Mole? Lee, you are look. Lee, to be honest, is the funniest out of all of them to me, because he's jumped back and forth so much. I can't even. Yeah, yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Lee's one of those guys that he's shameless. It doesn't matter
Rolex,
if
what's up,
if
bro?
it's negative, positive, or negative attention. He doesn't give a shit how low
No,
he goes. If he gets attention, he's happy. It don't matter what kind of
no.
attention and for what. It don't matter.
And
That is Lee.
And them guys all have more subscribers than me. Why come at me? Who am I? You guys look stupid every time you do. But you've got my attention. So, like I said, Lee, you said all that about angels. You were all friends with Jimmy Calandra and all these people. Now you hate rats again. Now you got D Cups next to you. Him with his fake stories, too. I'm sick of all these dudes, man, because nobody really cares about none of these people, man. For real.
I
I
don't
don't really
understand.
care. None of these guys, man, they're all clowns to me. They talk about who was in the street, who wasn't in the street. What does that got to do with anything? Seriously, I show my face on here. I travel lonely by myself. You know,
Well,
I try to make it.
these guys are
Yeah,
nothing, bro. They never were
nothing.
anything. So this is how they're rewriting their
Yeah,
past, trying to live a life that they couldn't really live in reality. So this is they're fabricating it now, like Danny and his fake fucking murder and all that nonsense. He basically is living a life that he fabricated in his mind. He probably saw this on a gangster movie, and it gave him the chills. So I'm going to go on YouTube and I'm going to pretend that's me. You know, that's the type of fucking guy that he is. And he teamed up with Lee Cole, fake news, and there you go. Now you got the team over there.
yeah, and it's funny because they say I was on Soul Flows and I was on this. No, I'm here now letting you know. MB, I think you're a puppet master and a bitch.
and
Leonidas
that's
Mo, I
sad
think
too.
you're a big clown. That this is your only life that you have. Gay Eighth, I think you were never nothing. I think you're still nothing. And yes, I got the birds on right now, bro. I'm watching them. I got them on right now. I just think that like why am I on your mind? MB, I know why. I know why I'm on your mind, MB, because you look at me and you're like, damn, man, and I got enough shit going on with my family. I didn't want to come on here and do this, but you guys need to be exposed for who you are, because remember, MB, you were exposed as a troll, right? We know all about you. Lee, you show your
Everything.
flip flop Lee. You go one side to the other side. I left you guys because you plotted against me. I went against you guys because you're a bunch of clowns and liars. Everybody on this side that I talk to on a regular, guys show me number love and respect. And that's just the truth. And that's what it is. And if you don't want to go weak, I don't want to go on here and do nothing. Everybody's got my back. Over there every day is a puppet master. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. This is who they are. Look, this is them over there. Okay. Johnny, they're like, look, go this way, go that way, go this way. Come on, man.
That's what they do.
I mean, seriously.
If you're not doing dirty work for them, then you don't serve a purpose. You know, they want you as a weapon. They weaponize these people. They're not grouped together for friendship, guys. They're grouped together because this person's good at attacking this guy and that guy, and so they have meetings about this so they can prepare to do their slander attacks, man.
Oh, definitely.
I've never heard of anything like it, man. These people plan to hurt other people. They get joy out of this, hurting other
Yeah, no,
people on a
listen.
daily basis.
No, yeah, it was over a wrench, Arthur. He called me up and said that he wanted me to give Deadly a wrench. That's Michael Francie's daughter. I just started laughing. I knew right then who he was. Nobody talked on that dude. He said I talked. He sounded like a real guy. I said, you sound like you could be a real dude. I don't know who you are. And then that same conversation after that was him and me wanting the Deadly thing. And that's when I said, wait, what do you mean? You're supposed to be this guy. Why do you want a guy who informed? You're cool with that? Oh, no, that wasn't nothing. Okay, I got you. Now, I'm not a big guy. I'm not feeding into the trolls, man. This is therapy for me, bro. I feel good after I do a show like this, especially Leonidas the third. I mean, Lee, all joking aside, I never came at your brother. I don't say bad stuff about your family.
Why?
And
Why would we?
And I never would do that. But what I say about you is, bro, show me one thing you've ever did in your life that didn't let me stop. Show me one thing you did in your life that didn't include bullshit. And you can't show me nothing because
or victimizing a woman.
Exactly. And you got MB over there controls every man.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
I never talked about her parenting. I don't know nothing about her parenting.
I did.
I know her as a woman.
I'll talk about her parenting. Look at the example that she's setting for her children. This is the legacy she's leaving behind. You know, it's not a secret. I've heard multiple people talk about how, and this was before I ever said it, that her kid was brought to the principal's office for bullying. Oh, well, where'd she learn it? I wonder, right? I mean, come on, like this is the example she's setting. Her parenting sucks. Her house is filthy. Dishes stacked a mile high. You look at the front door. Have you ever heard of a Clorox wipe? Clean the wall. I mean, it's fucking black. Who does this shit? White trash. That's who. You know, so yeah, your parenting sucks. You even admit that you put your kid in the room with devices to keep them busy so you can go on YouTube and slander and flirt with married men or whatever the fuck it is you're doing that day. And guess who's babysitting? A fucking a device, and your kids on social media probably listening to you while you're in the other room. They're probably watching you on YouTube. Tear somebody apart. And that's the example you're setting. So you're goddamn right. Your parenting sucks. You are a loser. You shouldn't even have your daughter. That your kid should have been stripped a long time ago. The fact that you're still on YouTube doing the same shit proves my point. And you're on here controlling these men like they have no fucking brains. I don't understand it. Have these guys ever seen a vagina? I mean, have they ever been laid in life ever? You're nothing. You're ugly. You got a giant honker fucking nose. You're a 6 at best. And that's with beer goggles. Come on.
You said a 6?
At best.
Listen, I don't like to put women down when it comes to looks. I'll just talk about her personality. Her
makes her worse. That makes her a 2.
Is that of a rock, bro. And that's the truth. Because, you know, for me to come on here and do this, like I weighed on it and I said, man, I don't want this shit. But you know what? Why not? These people, all they do is come at me, and because they know I'm not going to come hard and say certain things, they keep talking shit. But the fact of the matter is, I'm here to expose lies. Like MB, you talk about John, you call him Hep C, he doesn't even have it. Like, to me,
it's stupid. It's stupid. You see how ridiculous their insults are. It's ridiculous. You're talking about a disease that's curable that I haven't had in over 6 fucking years. You know, and I tell that story to help somebody, right? And they weaponize it, and they think that that's funny. It's not even an effective.
It's not
even an effective insult. I don't have it, you moron.
Look. They won't come on here. They always say it's the same shit. Oh, he doesn't have the views. He doesn't have subscribership. Yet I'm in your mouth every chance you got.
But yet they see that you want to go do something positive, and they don't want to allow that. But they're focused on you got a small channel, but yet their main focus now is you. I mean, explain that. Because you have life, they don't.
Because they know what I'm saying is real, man, and I'm not sitting here making shit up like Maggot tries to do a video like making Argo against me. Like, I already know Argo.
That's not going to happen, man.
He couldn't make that happen anyway. But
no,
the fact of the matter is, you know, he says in his video, talking about he would rip a pal. I'll tell you right now, I promise everybody who's watching, I don't talk tough. I ain't tough. I can be beaten up tomorrow. But that's one dude that would never, ever do that to me. You know,
he ain't gonna do that to anybody, and I'm gonna tell you why. If he ever had the potential to do that to anybody, he would be the type of guy that would show his face, and he won't even do that. He won't even he won't even show his face from the privacy of his own home. You know what I mean? He's behind locked doors and he won't show his fucking face. What's that tell you, guys? He's got something to hide. That's what that tells me. Look what's been revealed with the other people that's been hiding their faces. Look at the treasure trove of shit that we've seen attached to all these other people. Just imagine what's going to come with the skeletons in this guy's closets. All of them. There's more. There's a whole bunch more on all of them. You can believe that.
And listen, I do, when they talk negative and I make phone calls and I call my brothers up, I don't care who likes it or not. Yeah, John Wolf. I mean, Arthur, whatever, whoever, put that up there, whatever you want to drop, man. Yeah, so supposedly David Cameron was saying something about he wanted John Wolf seed or some shit. I didn't see it though.
Well, they made a mistake messing with him, man. That guy
John Wolf,
is
yeah.
He's actually an effective troll, and he's not even and he shows his face, and he shows
he's got the rocks, bro, with the crystals and shit. You know, he's playing for real.
Yeah. Yep, he don't fuck around. He knows all about putting out energy and energy coming back to haunt you. He knows all about that. You know, he's one of those guys that learns how to harness those energies. So you better be careful with that guy. He will get you.
Be watch out.
You know, he's not the enemy that you want.
No, you should, big guy, though. People should show their face. You know why? Because it's not right that you could sit here and say you were in a certain club or you were this guy that did this time. You were a veteran. You got a medal, and you never were none of that.
Or he criticizes looks. If he talks about one person's looks and doesn't show his face, see that then he's a hypocrite, and he has. So
and when I see people like MB and Joe and all them on a panel, I really laugh because I think it's funny to see what are these people, what kind of lives do they have? I mean, seriously, they get every day. This is all they do.
Yeah.
It's funny to me. If this goes away tomorrow, I live my life. I keep going, man. I mean, you know,
it don't matter.
People watch me. They support me. A lot of people don't like negativity. I could go way harder right now if I was that guy.
Oh yeah, but we're not even. This is nothing. Like, listen to Tony Pizza for a little bit. I could, if I wanted to, I could go as low as Tony Pizza and do it better than him because he's a simple-minded motherfucker, man. I'm a little more creative than Tony Pizza. So if I wanted to stoop to those levels, I could get really, really nasty. But that's what would I be doing? I'm leaving that legacy behind. People are seeing me behave like that. I'm not going to allow that. I'm not going to compromise my personal integrity for these scumbags. I will address them, though.
And that's all they are, man. They act like they can't call my phone. They can't get in touch with me. Like, nobody really cares, man. It doesn't matter. And
they can call any of us anytime.
And really waiting up all night for somebody, nobody ever waited up all night for nobody. I don't really care who threatens or make threats. What I do say all the time is that when you have a lot of people who care about you and your family, my dad fed a whole neighborhood. There's people that are really close to me and people that have my back no matter what, right, wrong, or indifferent, because they already know how I would act. And that's what I'm trying to show is diversity. Like, I'm not like these people. Like, we don't care, me and Johnny, black, white, green, or orange, man. I have friends, Spanish, black, Indian. It don't matter. All backgrounds are really good friends. I'm fortunate. And I show that because I want people to know. I've never called anybody up and said, yo, somebody's at my door. I have a problem. Can you get here? No, I never did none of that. Any problem I've ever had was mine. Yeah, you're right. You're right. He's right. Arthur's damn straight right. He's damn right. Thank you, Brian. He's doing good. My mom, she's losing a little bit. Yeah, real military men don't do that shit. Yeah, I know.
Well, you know, military men that were dishonorably discharged might do that shit. Hint, hint.
Hey, you know, the thing is, though,
that's what I heard, guys. I'm not putting that out as fact yet, but that's the rumor around the campfire is that this guy was dishonorably discharged. No Purple Heart, was a Marine, but was dishonorably discharged. That's the rumor that I'm hearing. When I get confirmation for sure, then I'll put it out as 100% fact, and I'll say this is what it is. But this is the rumor that I've heard, and it's, you know, it may be a reliable source too. So, well, that wouldn't surprise me. Then it would show you that the guy's incapable of being an honorable guy. He was dishonorable. There you go. He's dishonorable on here. So it's not a far stretch.
You know, one day this guy is, you know, acting a certain way. Then the next day he is, you know, let me tell you who Chicago snitch maggot is. this is plain and simple, Johnny. If I'm wrong, tell me you're fucking liar code. This is what sets this guy off. When you take the baby's toy away, let me get your wrench, maggot, and then he explodes. The maggot can't handle it, man. One wrench. I don't want a wrench in nobody's chat. He got so butthole hurt about it. Oh my God, bro. You would think somebody like really did something nasty to him. That guy was disrespectful to everybody after that. Whoever took his wrench away, he turned on like that.
Yep. Yeah,
that's what bitches do. Girls do that shit. Women do that.
He's like a scorned woman. You're right. He's like a scorned fucking woman.
He is, man.
It's like Danny and Lee. They're like a couple of old cunts. I keep saying it, man. They're like a couple of old cunts that bitch back and forth nonstop. Yap, 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 yap. What do you think, Danny? What do you think, Lee? What do you think, Danny? What do you think, Lee? You know, they're like a couple of old fucking cunts.
I'm sorry,
miserable
Chad. Tonight, I promised everybody, yo, and I'm here like seriously. Like, I want to let Big Guy know, like, I don't care what chat anybody goes to. As long as you're not in a chat and somebody's talking bad about me, you're like, yeah, F code, and then you're coming around being cool. I don't care. People should be able to go wherever they want. But what I'm going to tell you is this. A real man would show his face. Let me tell you why. Because I want people to see my face, my reaction. You can hide too much when your face is not shown. I could have came on here and be anybody who I wanted to be, man. I could have taken a whole different personality. I could have came on here and said I was in a club. I was this. I was that. I was this guy. I was 100% Italian. I was a gangster. I could have lied and said all that shit. And I'm not, listen, I don't care about not being in a club or not being a gangster, man. I've been through enough shit in my life that really God sat me down for a reason. And, you know, when you see guys like Arthur and John Wolf, that I never got, that, you know, I was never privy to talk to him yet. But when I see some of the shit that they put out, right, and I see how much it starts to make sense, and then it's like, damn, and then you see other info about these guys, and it's like, wait a minute, these guys are saying one thing but doing another. Like, I'm telling you, I've never came on here and acted like anything other than who I am. Why should I be
we've been
fake?
Consistent. And we've been consistent this whole time. Like, it show where either of us have gone back and forth on our beliefs. We haven't changed.
Yeah,
it's
there goes
that's
SoFlo.
something
I sent him a night. Yo, and you know what? For all you people that talk shit on SoFlo, let me tell you something. That dude is stood up for me. That dude seriously that's my bro, man. You know, because it's just like Mac. If I don't want to do this shit, Cole, we love you. Take a seat, relax. Now I come out here. These guys, they stay with me no matter what. The other side, you're only as good as your last video, right or wrong, Johnny.
No, that's it. And if they think that you're gonna pull back, they start leaning on you right away.
Yeah.
They let you know, well, don't forget, we have this, and this on you. And if you don't want this put out there, then you might want to think twice. That's what they do, guys. They lean on you. While they're being your friend and you're talking to them, they're making recordings. They're making little notes here and there, gathering evidence. So the day that you guys have a difference in opinion, they have a whole fucking group of shit, a whole big thing of stuff set aside on you. So anybody that's friends with them now, make no mistake, you are having evidence compiled on you for a later date.
Definitely. And listen, you guys just don't like it. Let me tell you why they hate SoFlo so much, right? And a dude like Johnny Mac and FBS, because when these guys have enough and they go hard, they go hard. They don't care who it is, right?
Yeah.
And they should be lucky that guys like me, like that I don't get down like that. But let's make no mistake. SoFlo is no Leonidas Cole. Neither is Johnny Mac. Neither are they anything like Gay Eighth or MB. These guys are good people, man. And I'll tell you that not even anything to do with here. Look, he's just singing. I don't know, man. Maggot, you came at me pretty hard, said something about my family. So I guess I can sing that old song. You know what I'm saying? Brenda's got a gut. Anything that Brenda will do, it starts with drinking Mountain Dew. Because Brenda tries to diet, but Brenda can't burn any fat. And when Brenda goes on the diet, she gains more weight. Brenda's gonna tip the scale. Oh, Brenda's
Oh God,
gonna
that's
tip
great.
the scale.
Oh jeez. Hey, you know, he's got no problem talking about our families. See, look, and
Nah.
all he's doing is just making a joke and laughing, and we're having a good time. And you won't catch them doing it. You're gonna hear them going nuts. The laughs that they put out are fake. Like those are
Yeah.
forced laughs to irritate. The maggot, those are laughs of nervousness and stress, not happiness.
Yo, I'm serious too, man, because I heard that yeah, you're right, Brian. When he said about John Wolf, Lee was like, I can't stand him.
That's because Lee was exposing his boyfriend for quite a while before any of us. You know,
Yeah.
John Wolf was putting stuff out on Danny Trio for a while, and Lee was striking his channel and literally got a bunch of the videos taken down. Uh, he's been crying about John Wolf being on his ass for a while. You know, but if he stops being such a scumbag, he wouldn't have to worry about people
Oh.
like John Wolf.
Keystone Light. Damn. Hey, listen, you know what's so funny though? Like, I was reading about like Cubans and stuff, and I like Joey Diaz. You know, he's the comedian.
Yeah,
And
I'm subscribed. I watch him.
Well, Joey was talking about forget funerals. Cubans do it the best. Like he was saying how they have funerals all night, 24 hours a day. Like people come off work, drink beer. Like, you know, Italians don't do that. Like gypsies do it. Every certain different, backgrounds do, send their loved ones off in a certain way. But I'm sitting there like thinking like my mom's journey from Italy to here. I think about soul flows, and when people attack that shit, like the banana boat, you see like the Chicago snitch and all the shit that they come at. It's just because really this is who they are, man. That hate is in their heart. That pro-white over everything is in their heart. They don't want to accept nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And everything I got going on in my life, coming out here and talking shit on these knuckleheads for a couple hours. Because look, MB, you're a puppet master, right? You show a little bit of headshot of your shirt and half of your twat, and you think these dudes are going to be all up on you. Nobody's attracted over here. I mean, me and Johnny went to urgent care. For real. So, like, when you see that, and then you see Gay Eighth with his toes, and he's talking about all these dudes that he could call and this and that. Like, guys are on a show with him, and he's talking about calling people, phone call away. Don't mean nothing to nobody, right?
He's a tough guy.
Another guy that comes on, you see Lee, like, why should I get away? Bro, I'm 670 subs. You mean, where am I going? I'm still here. And I'm still seriously telling all you guys, I don't care about none of you. But you come after my family, you put a picture up in my house, and you say all the stuff that you say continuously because it's not about me. It's about you. You people hate who you are. You can't stand to look in the mirror. Maggot, when you got to look over at your wife and she's got that fucking cigarette and that beer and that gut, and you're like, oh, I got to hit that tonight. I know you're upset. When Lee can't even see
damn right he is.
When Lee's belly's real big and he can't see his piece you do when he
Danny too.
When he's trying to go to the piece you do and he can't see it, I would be mad too. MB, if I was with a girl and she smelled like trash truck shoes, I'd be pissed off too. Gay Eighth, you used to be gangster. You're like Samson. They cut your toe. Now you got nothing. Like this is who you people are. And I stand on everything, bro. I stand on that. Me, the guy who prays, because I mean, remember, I'm a sinner. I'm not perfect. My prayer, I'll have to pay for whatever I'm saying, but I'm allowed to respond, man, in a funny way. You know, like seriously, like Gay Eighth is the type of dude that reminds shoots his thumb. Like you talk shit about your boy BK. You said he was crying. BK's still your boy. I got nothing bad to say about BK. They can say whatever they want, but this is the truth, man. MB controls these dudes with the box. She opens her legs, takes a crazy picture. She said I talk nasty about Angel. I said I don't like Angel, what she's becoming, who she is. And everybody kisses the ring for what? Even if it's a guy on there. MB made the memes. What did Lee do? Lee talked about her brother, did all kinds of nasty shit. He had every informant on his channel. Now that's all erased. See, this is what they do over there. You know, if you want to add anything, I mean, fuck these people, man.
No, I mean, the hypocrisy just keeps going.
I don't talk to FBS, Gunsmoke, but I'll tell you what, Johnny Mac, SoFlo, Nikki Blade, I mean, even JC, all these guys, man, in a heartbeat. Right, wrong, and different. If I need them, I know it'll be there. You know, and it's the truth. Because it's a different kind of relationship over here, man. These guys are real. You know, you don't have to agree with everything everybody does. That's a part of being a human. But to sit here and compare notes to this side to that side, when I think of that side, look at the thumbnail picture. I think of freaks at a circus that never made it and did nothing in their life. That's what I think. But me, because I'm a prayer guy, I'm not allowed to react this way or talk shit about anybody. But see, that's where you're wrong, because even Jesus walked in the temple and slapped shit off the table and said, this is my Father's house. You show respect. And you know what? Show respect when you're talking to my friends, because these guys, seriously, you know, let's just remember one thing. MB, you made all the memes. We proved that. Lee, you're friends with snitches. Now you're not. I left them guys because they betrayed me. The friendship guys, everybody watching, I don't care if there's only 40 people versus their 100 and something. It don't matter, 200. There's 40 people who can listen to me. These people on this side really care about each other. I'm just being real, man. You see, the Mac telling you tomorrow. Who's in Philly? Code, you see. Tell Mac you and him tomorrow. Mac, you're driving Philly. I'm in Philly. I live in Philly. I don't even know what he's talking about. Otis, what's up? Teresa, Gonzo. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't see the chat, so what's up, everybody?
He's saying, I don't know, something about driving Lee Coles. Yes, he is. I love all these guys, man. I love SoFlo too. I really do. He's got, plus me and SoFlo are paisans. You know what I mean? His family and my dad's family comes from the same part of Italy. So we're brothers by default. You know what I mean? But I understand people say they don't want me to come on here and say this shit and do this shit. But nah, man, you know, you're allowed to defend yourself. And especially with lies, I probably wouldn't even have said nothing, but they're all fucking lies, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
You've been doing this longer than me.
That's what they do. They come up with they have nothing on any of us except for envy and jealousy and just flat out player haterism that's going on over there. But that's what they do, is that they don't like the fact that we have lives and stuff going on, and so they fabricate bullshit to try to jam us up. It's nonstop lies with them. If this lie don't stick, let's throw another one out there, see if that sticks. And if that fails, we'll throw another one out there. It doesn't matter that we keep shooting holes through it and they look ridiculous and more ridiculous each time, but they keep doing it. They're going to keep doing it. How many times has Lee been caught being a scumbag, faking heart attacks, getting punked out by Ramundi, running from FBS? I mean, come on.
Wow. Oh, my God. I forgot about that. Oh, my God. And yes, I rep my city. Where's it at? Over here. Southwest Philly. Listen, Johnny Mac, before I get to answer this, because he says, big guy said, yeah, look, I believe.
Oh, I'm not that far from him, to be honest.
If I said I needed to, first of all, that big guy would never call him. I would handle my own. Hi, man, in MB's box. But I forgot that about Lee, what he did. You're right about that shit, man. And then the Walmart shit.
Choking the woman. Hey, I don't care what anybody says.
God bless your father, man. God bless. Happy birthday, Pop.
Lee Cole admitted to knowing that woman, Elizabeth Wolf. He said that how would he if it's another Lee Cole that strangled that woman, how the hell he admits to knowing her? So there's two Lee Coles? Come on, guys. It's another crime at Walmart that he committed, choking and attacking another woman at another Walmart. That's his MO. He victimizes women. So come on, this is his nature.
And the thing is, like, I've never the worst. All right, so the worst thing I said, I called MB a bitch. I said she's nasty. Her box smells. Okay, tie me to a stake and do whatever. I've never said half the shit they've said about me. But the funny thing is when you look at a dude like Lee, and you see the scams and the bullshit, and you look like the MREs of the world and the MBs. And Joe Gates, remember they were scamming somebody. They all aligned together. They all seem to lies, you know what I'm saying? And all the treachery and the deceit. they're all together. Like these people come together like this, man.
Hey, Gay Eighth, if you're listening, how does it feel to be a scumbag piece of shit that's monogamously challenged, that can't be faithful to your wife? How does it feel to be a cheating, sniveling little fucking weasel that has to sneak around with a fucking whore on YouTube? How does it feel to be the laughing stock of YouTube, a scumbag that's living in a little dump down the road from this twat that won't even put you up because she's a whore and has a hustle going on out of her house? How does that feel?
Did you see the video when they were on the couch together? Did you see them tonight?
Yeah, tonight till she has a company showing up. Then he's out the door. You got to go. You got to get out of here. And she probably tells him just like that.
Hey, what's funny about
he knows what time it is.
Yeah, and Lee, you know what the difference is of people like SoFlo and all these guys over here? Like they respect anything I want to do. You guys over there, God forbid if you don't go along. Oh my God. You got MBs like she's like the dictator. If she told you to eat your own dick, you guys would do that. If she told you to stick your finger in your ass, you guys probably already do whatever she tells you.
And say what next? Okay, it's up there. What next?
And Gay Eighth, I used to say you gave up that toe for MB's nose, right? You were organ donor. I don't say that no more. Johnny told me the truth. You should have tried your finger first. Don't stick your toe in there. That shit burnt right the fuck off.
I mean, she's diseased, man. Come on.
Yeah, look, I know whoever's on here watching me talk like this and don't like it. Look, I understand. Maybe it's a lot because of what I'm dealing with. I'm venting. A lot of it's really just I'm tired of the lies and the bullshit, man. They just keep going and going and going and going. They are.
Well, how about this? Here's a point, Code. Both of us said that we were going to be trying to go do other things. They are the ones that said they're not going anywhere. We ain't letting them leave. They're the ones that want us here. They desire us. Let's get that straight. They're desiring our response to see us and hear us and just be us. That's because they focus on us constantly. So they want us. That's the facts here. Let's keep that in mind, guys.
Yeah, and you know what? I will say this, and I'll say this just so everybody, the whole world can know. Me and Johnny will be linking up soon. We're going to be hitting New York up. Matter of fact, I got a friend coming down tomorrow who's supposed to come see me. Johnny knows who it is. He said he's coming up to Philly. He's coming to see. He's got some rental property. He's a good friend of Johnny's. And I actually know the guy going back since – I didn't even know 30 years ago we hung out. And he knows everybody I know. But if he comes down tomorrow, we're going to get together. But I'm really going to start treating this YouTube thing the way they treat it. I'll come on here. I have a whole nother channel set up for different content. But from now on, I think I really want to just start exposing all these liars because I hate liars. I mean, it just to me, I was never that person, man. I don't understand why you have to. I want John Wolf on my show one day, man, if he would come on. I want to learn about the crystals, bro. Like
I left him a message one time. He hasn't responded to me. I'd like to get him on too. Like my daughter does a lot of the same, collects a lot of the same crystals and is into the same type of stuff. So I would like to pick his brain too and have a conversation. He's doing lives now. I just saw a thing where he said that his phone will no longer if there's no memory left in it or something. So in order to upload a video to YouTube, he has to go live. So we might be catching him live a lot here in the near future. That'd be cool.
I would like to get with you, John Wolf. I think you're a great dude, man. And I've been watching you for a while, bro, a long time. And even without all him coming to people, like when he talks about like the energy stuff with the rocks, because my buddy, he's dead now, but a friend of mine used to get into that, man. And he had this one tan, like clear rock, and I used to hold it. He'd be like, hold it right here, and just he would say like just not hum, but like hum to yourself, or just hold it to your chest, and then hold it to your head. And I actually could feel. People are gonna laugh at me, but I could actually feel like a little bit calm, like a steady. I don't know what kind of rock it was, but yeah, he definitely. Oh, that's what's up, John. Thank you, bro. I got to get with you. But like when you see these guys like SoFlo and why they're so mad. I asked my brother today, called me from the penitentiary this morning. He only had 8 minutes. I said, bro, let me ask you a question. I said, I'm done. I sold the clothing line. I'm not into this no more. He's like, Mike, he's like, I've been down 28 years. Like, we know, like, go out there and help them kids. Like, people who worry about that shit, like, yeah, I'm down. I don't like informants, what was done to me. But you see, he never brings it up in 28 years. Never talked. Maybe he said, I can't believe them guys what they did because they lied, but never brings it up. So what I'm saying is, how do you really judge a man? So for all these rat haters, right? Yeah, I won't be around them hanging, but when you go into a store and you see people, right? You don't know what they've done or what their history is. So you take people for what their word and you give respect, right? That's the whole problem. There's other guys who will never go near a rat. There's people who, embrace it, don't care. To me, the measure of a man is what? What happens at the end of the day when we're dead? Is God going to say to you, boom? What I'm getting at is,
no how many rats did you point out? Yeah, it's by our actions, not by how many rats you point out at the end of the day.
But not even that, though. But all these guys who claim that on the other side, they're all cop callers. You know what I mean? They all align with.
They would have done the same thing for a fraction of the trouble that these people got into. The people that are so obsessed with who's a rat and who may or may not inform, if they were facing those situations, they would be the first ones to rat. But you want to know why? Because they're so obsessed with it. Because people that I don't understand, if they're not doing something stupid in their life, why are they even concerned about this shit anyway? If these people haven't testified against them, why the fuck do they care? There's so much other things in life to worry about.
Some crystals with purple light. Yeah, John, you got to teach me that shit. Yeah, I never once, man. I never told. I don't believe in that. My own opinion. Whoever did that, they have to live with that. So what you're telling me?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
When you see a guy like Jay-Z, the head woman who runs his whole company, snitched on the cartel twice, does that mean Jay-Z's a rat? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does it really mean? Like, my thing is, rats, look, I don't like people who take people from the family. I've just never been a big fan, but how does anybody know who did that if you don't really know somebody? That's what I'm saying. If the maggot came up here and showed his face, by tomorrow, everything could be confirmed. Who, what, when, how, where, even though they have it. But I'm saying he won't do that because there's something to hide, man.
Yep.
And Lee, I'm sorry, brother. You can't have it both ways, man. Now you hate rats because you with Danny, this, that, the other thing. Danny was on the show with you with Bill Catolo. You guys were all kissing his ass.
Oh, he was raving about that to me. He called me up. He called me up, bro. He told me that this is one of the best interviews. We had the best numbers. This is my best interview yet. He said that to me, bro. He was raving about that interview, how great it was. And by the way, it was a great interview. I enjoyed that one. I watched that one all the way through. I never watched Lee, but I watched that one. And that was a good one. Why now all of a sudden it's not? I don't understand. Because he's a scumbag. He wants to please Angel. All of a sudden it's no longer a good interview. It was a good interview.
And I just say it's Johnny this, so this is not me making it up. I said this to you the other day, or maybe yesterday or something. I said, Johnny, like, I'd rather have this many people because everybody's here real, man. There's no trolls right here right now, maybe one or two, but everybody's here with the same purpose, man. They feel a certain way. They might align with what I say or how I feel, but these guys over there, man, I feel like they're the circus. When I look, I can't take Lee seriously. I can't take NB seriously. Gay eighth, come on, man.
Oh, we know what they're about now.
Yeah,
we know the facts now. How can we take these guys? They're fucking jokes. Look at the way they act, what they do. And Maggot, you don't take people serious like that.
Maggot, I challenge
Especially
you.
Him.
I challenge you right now on everything. You come meet me in Philly anywhere you want, because you keep saying how when you see me, you're going to do this and that to me, whatever. So being in my situation, my family can't go. I promise by myself, anywhere you name it, whatever, mano y mano, straight up fisticuffs, just me and you, bro, dancing around, see what happens, no drama, shake hands after, who wins, it don't matter, and go on the merry way. We know it's not going to be you winning, so it don't matter. But I really say that because I'm tired of hearing dudes like you. I listen to guys like you my whole life, man. And then one thing is right, though. On the show, he's cracking a beer open. So, like, you know, this is who this guy is, man. Everything I envisioned and we seen, you know, that old trailer park to get off my, like, you know what I mean? That nasty, miserable ass self. And you come in my boy Argo too. Like, you thought Argo was gonna go against me, bro. Listen, there's one dude I don't have to worry about. But you're a bitch, man. You maggots, you're just a clown, man. Oh man, it's just ridiculous the way they kiss her ass, man. You know, it's fucking bananas.
I agree, man. I agree.
Yeah, it really is, Brian. I'm not even joking, Brian Miller. It is about people here. Nobody over here is talking tough, acting like a tough guy. People respond, but nobody's going out of their way. I'll rip this off, and when I see you, when I grab you,
nobody does that. Nobody makes physical threats over here, man. Because that sounds ridiculous. Come to my driveway. Come see me. Come see me. That's what Danny keeps saying. Come see me.
Here we go. How about you come to my driveway? D-cup,
yeah,
right?
we're gonna drive right to your house. Sure. Come to my driveway. Come see me. You see what I mean? Like that's his solution after talking shit. You know, that's what he says. Come to my house.
Could you imagine being like Lear the maggot? You're older. You got nothing going for yourself. You're not getting laid. You're pissed off. You got to come on here and act. Yeah,
They're backed up.
Backed up, man.
They're backed up, bro. That's what it is, man. And I said, like, pizza. I'm giving him a fucking month. I'm driving on the highway. I'm losing light air. Nah, you still can't see me. Oh, well.
And the funny thing is, Lee, you say I do this.
Get laid, pizza.
Co's looking for attention. He's looking for guys that, listen, I would be doing shows every day with somebody in the thumbnail. Nobody cares, bro. Look, Karen Rickards here, bro. You going to pick her up?
Yeah, she has a crush on me. I know. Yeah, I mean, I gave Tony Pizza a challenge to get laid. I gave him a month to do it. I guarantee you he's not going to score, but, you know, I gave him the challenge. You know, as good looking as he thinks he is, every time he does a live, he models his teeth and everything. Give a nice little bright white smile. He thinks he's a good looking fella. So I challenged him, get laid this month.
Yo, and the thing is too, like JC says, like, seriously though, I've earned every one of my subs, man. And the reason why if I stayed every day, consistently keep going, and if I did what these guys to get up, all they ever did, every video Lee ever made was using somebody else's name to get ahead. Lee, you bought subs. You've been exposed for buying subs. We caught you, bro. Like, how do these people have all these subs? Come on, man. Lee, I think you're a clown, Lee. I really do. I used to give you respect because I didn't know you, you know, and I say you seem like a nice dude because you never came at me.
Yeah, that's a con. Yeah.
One day, all of a sudden, you're Mr. fucking whoever you think you are. You live in Texas. Everybody in my community has guns. The old women carry guns. Like, come on, Lee. You never come out of your house. Don't even lie to yourself, man. None of you guys, man. You're all full of shit. You say, oh, I show pictures of black guys in the hood. They're my boys. You just mad because you can't go to the hood. You know what I mean?
He can't. No, if he's ever around any type of black area, he's got the windows rolled up, the doors locked, and he's speeding through, man. That's about it.
Yeah, I know, Teresa. I never even met you, and I'm sure I'm being watched right now. And somebody thought that I was talking to Teresa behind the scenes, and that never happened. Teresa's good people. So shout out to Teresa and your father. I don't
Yeah, more lies. See, another lie. They just make this shit up. If they say, oh, they know each other, yeah, they're talking behind the scenes. Yeah, they're plotting, they're doing this and that. They just fabricate this shit, and they never take accountability for it. You know what I mean? Like, and it's okay for all of them to just be a pack of liars. That's all right.
Well, look, the thing is, what these guys don't have that I have is I have so many friends and a lot of people throughout years, and I meet good people on here, and I'm respected as well as I give it. People don't respect me just because I deserve that. No, it's because it's given. So
that's it.
Me giving that, you know, one thing God did for me was once I found that, look, I knew they were plotting for 2 months. They were meeting in a Discord, going against me. They were coming at me. They had funny names about me and everything. When I found out Bofa, let's all say a prayer for him because he's hanging in there. Bofa really was right dead on everything he said. And even one of the last videos he did, he was going at MB hard, bro. He kept saying, "You effing," and I was like, "Bro, you went crazy." And I hope he pulls through. That's my boy, Bofa. But these people, man, I look and I laugh. I see all the stuff that they do and they say, and I create a challenge to all of them. Show me anything you ever did in your life, and I don't mean negative. I'm talking about positive. Show me one team you coached. Show
but
me
don't
what you did.
don't and Lee Cole, you're not allowed to type it up yourself and say, here, this is an article, this is a news article. See, it's all about Danny. It's got to be it's got to be something real evidence, not something fabricated.
Yeah, and you know what was funny too, because all this shit that they said about like Argo knows exactly what he's doing, man. And I give him credit. Look, him and BK went, they worked that shit off. It was over done with. But like then you got the maggot right away makes a video talking shit on Argo. Like, bro, they don't even understand. Like, you couldn't make that happen. Argo's a good dude, man, and he don't have to report to anybody. Go where the fuck you want. I know he's gonna be good. And it's just funny because they try to twist everything around. And what I'm saying is that's all they ever have, bro. They twist words. They talk shit. They act like they're these people who are, the best people that ever hit YouTube. But nobody does it better than them. And anybody who's against them is lowlifes. I'm telling you, these people, believe what you want. You guys will all really see who they are if you don't see already. Remember, Terry Time exposed NB what she is. She's a troll. So is MRE. So is the maggot. They're all trolls.
Yeah, the people keep forgetting that fact. NB and MRE, like people don't seem to remember that these people were unmasked against their will. They weren't willingly showing their faces, guys. That was made to happen. So now all of a sudden they're these righteous people on here and they're doing good things. No, they're fucking trolls that have been hurting people for the better part of the last year. That's the facts.
Yeah, and that's what they do. And they, she talks about CPS. Listen, man, you know when they called on me and all the shit.
Yeah, she's got them on speed dial, man. Come on, let's get real. Let's get real.
They love doxing because the maggot put a picture of my house, and they all were all happy with that. They all loved it. They backed them up. Oh, that was so great. And I'm watching these Eagles too. Nothing. I was playing Dallas.
Yeah, the bottom line is, man, they don't have lives, man, and that's all they want to do is just try to bring other people down. It don't work no more. No. We laugh and have a good time, but that's their goal, and people should keep that in mind. They're trolls. What is the purpose of a troll? To fuck with people and make them miserable.
Yeah. And Teresa,
not to do anything good.
Teresa, I don't care who feels. I hope you're doing better, and I hope you're getting better, and I hope your family is doing good too. I didn't know you were sick like that. I just remember I seen that the other night. I didn't know what was going on, but so anything you want to add up, Johnny? Anything? Because I know tomorrow your show is going to be livid, bro. I know you're going to get at it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, keep putting out the facts, bro. It's all I do is just state the obvious. I mean, it's just like that's what I should call the show. It's just Mr. Obvious.
Yeah, I was thinking before, I said, what, let me just come on here and have some fun, talk some shit. Because these people, man, really, who are they? Really, like, what did they ever do? I mean that, man. Like, Lee talks all this shit. He was in the street. Didn't he say he worked for mob guys and shit? He used to collect money. What did he say?
He's just a wannabe wrestler. That's all. He was a wannabe WWF guy, wherever the fuck he was, what he was doing.
And he steals a name, bro. Lee, there's already a show on one of them shows called The Dark Side of the Ring, bro. You didn't come up with that. Don't even try that shit. Did you see that show, Dark Side of the Ring?
No, I haven't, but it's not surprising he would rip something off, man.
Well, that's the name of the show. Johnny, there's a show out there called Dark Side of the Ring, right? And it exposes like it exposes.
He's the dipshit of the ring.
Yeah, he's the dipshit of the ring. But it exposes wrestling and the bad side and all that and this and that. And he tried to act like that was his idea. Come on, Lee. You're a fraud, bro. You really are. And nobody cares about you, Danny, none of that shit you got going on, man. Really. I don't care about none of them. They don't bother me. They don't I just think that they shouldn't be able to lie like that. Like, they should be able to be fact checked. You know,
We're checking them. We're checking them. That's for sure.
they need to
And
get
they don't
checked
like it.
harder.
They don't like it.
No,
I
they don't
mean,
like
look,
it at all.
well, apparently they do like it. They want our attention very, very
Yeah.
bad because
Oh,
they don't
definitely.
want us to leave. They said it publicly. Oh no, they ain't going nowhere. We don't want them to go anywhere. Yeah, they want us here, man. They like being around us and getting our attention. They enjoy us.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
it's
on Vice. You're right, Junior. Yup.
all right, man.
Let
Thank
me
you for having me on, bro. I'm gonna hop off.
thank
But
you, brother. I'm gonna hang on for a couple more minutes, man.
okay. Thanks, guys. Everybody
That,
smash that like button and even the haters, man. Smash that like button, man, because you can't deny the truth.
yeah. I'll call you later on, bro.
All right, sounds good, bro.
All right, be
Everybody have a
careful,
good night.
bro. All right, thank you, man. See, look, that's what it's all about. Nobody even on that's crazy. We have some fun. You know, we just tell you about these people and who they are. I mean, it's really the same shit all the time. Like, look, that's why I like John Wolf, man, because I watched him and I watched the way he handles these people. And you know what? Everything he seems to do is fact-based, man. Like, he does his homework. I don't know how he gets some of the information he does, but, you know, and they don't like that as well as they don't like anybody else who exposes them, man, because you have to be on their side and you have to kiss their ass. You know, I love all you guys who support me, man. I really do. I love this little intimate crowd, man. It's, you know, I don't have to worry about a million people being on here talking shit. You know, these guys, that's all they talk about is numbers and cash apps and this, that, and the other thing. And yeah, they say, oh, they talk about FBS. All he does is ask for money. No, he don't. When you're on here and you're doing something, you should be able, your time is money, especially for the resources and the shit that he has to look up. The rest of these guys are clowns. Everybody in here, man. I just don't get it. Argo's my boy, man, and I got his back no matter what. And yo, Arthur, you're awesome. John Wolf's the man. I do, man. I think he's great. And I know Lee hates that, so let me say it again. John Wolf is the man. You know, these guys don't know. How can you sit here and constantly just run your mouth every day and think you're just going to be able to do that? Or say, oh, you guys contradict yourself. Code is this little channel. He's nobody. But yet you guys just keep coming at me. You know? And the thing is, like, now you know what? I got to watch what I say. But I really don't care. Nothing matters. Once I shut this off, I'm going back to the Eagles game. Oh, shit. They just scored. There's a subscriber on here who's a big Dallas fan. Sorry about that, bro. But, you know, they just scored. So, yeah, look, it's cool. I love the small channel, man. I don't really care. I don't. You know, people ever want to donate, they can. If they don't, you know, when the time comes, the time will be right. Unlike these people, I have things going on in my life. You know, I'm doing a lot. My son, thank God, he's, you know, doing great. 16. You know, these guys like this bitch ass Deadly, the shit he says, and they all support him. He talks about, you know, me with my kids in the shed, all real disrespectful. And they all support that shit. Because to them, that's funny. So, I don't know, man. I just know who I am, man. And I'm happy with myself. And I love who I am, and everybody on the side is cool. And to be honest, these guys on the other side, they just talk too much shit. Like, who cares? Yeah, I was singing earlier a little bit. They are not happy with themselves. Nope. All I know is that when you think of them, what do you think of? So I think of I think of a clown circus, right? I think of like all the freaks and like, you know, the girl with the beard or the guy with the titties, or you have like the, you know, whatever it may be. That's who I think of when I think of these people. I think of them as clowns. I don't take any of them seriously. It's funny to go back and forth with them. And the shit with MB, she's really like, I don't know. I think she wants Johnny Mac, me, FBS. She just has a compulsiveness, like can't stop. Yeah. Yeah, John Wolf and Brenda. I don't think John Wolf would do that though. Seeing that we've already seen a little bit of what that in stores. Fat tire. I don't drink though. I'm a winemaker. But I mean, you guys know the deal. You know who these people are. You see it in real time. You guys been on here long enough. You see what they're about over there. Everything is hate a rat, this one, that one, the woman beaters. But yet over there, you got the guys who curse women out. One guy fakes on the screen like he's knocking somebody out. I mean, these guys. You got Leonidas, this guy. He's the joker of all of them, I'm telling you. MB's the puppet master. Leonidas is the guy who really just, it's nonstop with him. What do you think, Danny? Danny, am I an asshole? I don't know. Danny, Code's a jerk off. Don't you think so? Yeah, Lee. What do you think? Yeah, you're right. You're just cocksucker. I mean, this is what they do. That's what they have back and forth, back and forth. Nobody takes them seriously. And their days are coming. For real. It all happen. It don't happen fast. It comes in dribs and drabs. People over here, they're going to have fun with it, man. People, listen, everybody over here lives life, is happy, goes about business with their families. James, what's up, my brother? And while they're over there stressing every day, man, they live and breathe this shit. They take on identities they never had. Now this Chicago snitch maggot is running around saying, oh, I wasn't a biker, I rode with people. What the fuck does it mean if you're in a club or not? What, if you're in a club, that's the only way you can be a dude that's a man? I know a lot of guys who got respect that ain't in clubs. Know a lot of guys in clubs who have respect. You know? The haters just hate. The haters keep hating, but they're really what? They really are fans, but don't know yet. Cause haters, oh haters, haters will be defeated. All you got to do is talk your bullshit. It doesn't matter if you're lying about that shit. You're haters, haters, haters. Ooh. You try to tell the truth, but you lie again. You're looking at everyone and trying to tell your friends. You're coming on YouTube or MobTube, as we say, and you're lying, just lying. You're haters, haters. You will all be defeated. Haters got nothing, they're full of junk and garbage. If you come at us, gonna take you out, cause you're haters, haters. Haters, haters. We try to stop you and you keep going on. And that's why I'm thinking of some words for the song. But as I think of words and I think of how you act, it's clumsy and nasty. Cause you're haters, haters. Haters are fans that don't know yet. Haters, get over. You can't be cool because in school you were the fucking fool. Cause you're haters, haters. Haters, haters. That was just a joke, man. I could really come something. Yeah, they are. I like this message a lot. Definitely, bro. They are. They're definitely trying to be something that they're not. They're haters. And to be honest, why not? You know, why not come up with funny songs? These people are clowns, every single one of them. But I'm glad. I just want to come on here and address these clowns and let them know I see you've got my attention. You know, I really don't care about none of his. I don't care what you do, what goes on for your life. I don't wish you death or no harm or nothing like that. But you know, when you act the way that you act, Leonidas, MB, Gay 8, Chicago Maggot, you're banned. I mean, look, I won't say banned. What do I say? I'll put it this way. You are almost guaranteed to have nothing but negativity in your life. And how you get away from that shit, I don't know. Because the crowd you guys have over there, man, they're all lame. You know? Really. And Leonidas, you got the biggest channel, but how'd you get on them subs, Leonidas? You bought a lot of them now. That's not playing the game fair. Oh, well. Look, I think this is funny. Really, I just think it's hilarious. I have fun with this shit. It's therapy to me. When I shut this off, life really goes on. I have serious things going on in my life. I don't wish it on anybody. I wish you and your families the best. Even the haters, I don't wish you any of this pain I'm going through right now. You know, although you will get pain in your life because when you act like an asshole, that's all you get back. You know, for me, I do what I do. I try to stay positive. You know, I've been going through some stuff, but life goes on. You don't cry. You know, these guys, they go through some shit. They cry nonstop. I don't even think about these people. I know because people sent me some videos. And it's just hilarious to me, man. It's really but it's not gonna stop. The exposure is gonna keep coming. You know, you got Soulflow, Mac in the morning. These guys don't stop. You know, I choose not to do a lot of this stuff. Do I want to do more sometimes? Definitely, definitely. Now, my family, James, lots been going on, man. I can't even say here because, you know, these people run with it, but it's been pretty messed up. A lot of stuff's been going on. Yep, when I shut it off, life goes on. Like, Stormy, what's up? I have serious things going on with my life, you know, that these guys don't have. You know, like they say I was married, lost my kids. First off, I was never married, and my son lives with me. I have custody of my kids for 27 years. And I called my daughter the other day on the show. But if there's one word that could sum them people up, it'd be liar. Because when you think of a liar, you think of low lives. You think of people who are like the lowest form. People have to lie. They have to be something they're not or tell you a story that's not real. Lie to you to get somewhere in life. Or they feel that way. But really, every time you lie, you come back, you know? And they make fun of my prayer on here. Oh, how can he be this if he's praying? Well, look, man, nobody's perfect in life. And I like to answer sometimes when I feel there's so much of a lie. And for me, this is therapy. But you guys can never have that because Lee, you're a liar, and B, you're a puppet master. Gay eighth, you're just so far up her ass. If she told you tomorrow, if she told you to you know put somebody's sausage in your mouth, you would do that because that's how much you are in love with this chick. You know, and Maggie, you're just a guy who never did nothing in your life. You're just claiming to be something, you know, with your voice of yeah, Mr. Intimidation. None of that, bro. The fact you don't show your face shows me that you're nothing. So when you put these people together like that and you see all the other people, think of all the other people together. Remember, it's a pack of lies. That's all. Liars. Liars, leakers, and, you know, whatever else you want to call them. Yeah, I think that Soulflow drives it home. That's my boy, man, you know. Mac will too. You know what Mac's gonna do tomorrow. I mean, that's even she said I talked about it, Gonzo. She said I talked about her parenting. I never even said anything about her. I don't even know how many kids she has or what she's got going on. You know, and to be honest, anybody on here, a woman or a mother that's acting like that should, you know, says it all anyway. So look, nobody cares about them people. But you know, if you wanted my attention, you got it. Remember, I'm here, you're there. Remember, I have a beautiful life. As much stuff I have going on, like not positive, family stuff, my parents, other stuff, I still shine because I'm breathing. And I know God has me. And I like this little platform to be able to come up here and say some things. I love everybody in the chat who supports me, man. You guys, you're the best because no matter what, you stay with me. And to real that's the tale that should be told about all of this. Is how you guys stand by me. And I feel like I have to give you more. Sometimes I like last week, if I would have been on there a couple weeks, it would have been bad because I wouldn't have been me. And I was in a different situation. I still know how to smile, but I couldn't be pretending for pain. But you know what I mean? Sometimes it's too much. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's great. That's a good one, JC. I love that one too. Yeah, Lee calls me the ultimate D rider, but yet he's all Lee, you are. Lee, you're swinging for my nuts hard, bro. If you want to just come on, just say it, bro. I mean, seriously, all the shit you talk about everybody, but you're all over me, bro. I don't know. James, have a great night, man, and God bless you, bro. Really, man, seriously. The tide turned. Yeah, Leonidas. Leonidas. I don't know. I just love you guys, man. I love you for having my back, Mac. I love you for coming back on the show, supporting me, JC, Sofa, all you guys, man, always been good to me, man. Drop the link for Lee. Oh, I'll drop the link for anybody. Lee won't come on my show. No, he won't. I guarantee it. Hold on. I dropped the link. Nobody will come on there, and they talk a lot of shit. Come on, Lee. We got Wolf here, too. Me and Wolf are going to do a show one day about crystals. I want to learn about that shit. Wolf, what's the best thing? What do you think I should do? Like, what's the best way to start learning? Like, is there any like basics or anything you recommend? Because I get confused with the colors. Each color means a different thing. My buddy said if I would get crystals in my life, he said it would take a lot of my stress away. Yeah, look, the link's in the chat. Oh, you're home? Where are you at, Black Cat? You good, brother? Learn the color system first. Okay, that's what I figured. I knew it was something like that. No, I know, bro. I know people that really do it, and they have a lot of good matter of fact, there used to be a show on MTV called The Hills or some shit. Let's see who this is. Hello.
Hi, Code. How are you?
What up? I'm good, Teresa.
I just wanted
matter
to...
of fact, while you're on here, how you feeling?
A little bit better. I'm great compared to what I was. It was all just a lot of people are confused because I broke my ankle and shattered a bone in my foot.
Oh shit!
And then, I had to get surgery, and a couple days after surgery, I had a fever, and so I went into the hospital because they said, like if you have a fever, come right away. I called the doctor, said I wasn't feeling good. And I was in there, and it took them 3 days to find out that I had pneumonia.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so I'm kind of
play with that.
Yeah, and they were thinking like my like body was rejecting that
antibiotics.
That steel. No, the rod in my foot.
Well, oh yeah, that's right. You had the surgery.
Yeah, so they were looking for all of that stuff, but I had pneumonia, and I mean, I was burning up, and then I was coughing, so they're thinking it was like a reaction, but I'm okay now.
I'm glad you got to come on because, a friend of mine that, we've been talking for a while and she's good people, but she, I never met you. I've never talked to you like that or anything. And I was, you don't have to explain nothing. It's just, I'm glad you got to come on because, I said, you're good people and you've always been respectful. And, look, I don't like any people that don't believe me when I talk. I just don't, I don't really respect that, but it is what it is, but I'm glad you're doing good.
I made a mistake. I got involved with someone who I thought, like, I just saw somebody who was like down and out kind of, and I wanted to be there, and I couldn't. It's not that I didn't come through; they didn't come through. And then when I was laid up, and I said I would send this, I would buy them food, and then some people would look at this person and said, "Wait, I can't do Cash Apps. I've never sent you money or Johnny Mac. I can do Snapchat.
Okay.
Yeah, I could do that stuff, and I buy a car. I never use my real, banking stuff for that.
Yeah.
So, and I tried like hell to do it. So when I was laid up, I couldn't go out and drive to do this. So I would say, can you get me Cash App cards or whatever? And everyone would say yes. And where I live now, they didn't have any of those. They didn't have the cards. So I buying different ones. And that person got really angry at me. And then if someone keeps asking me about something and saying that, I'm lying because I refuse to give you no, I'm not lying. I'm not giving it to you because you want it so bad. And why do you want it so
It's a
bad?
little weird. Somebody wants your information so bad. That's a little weird.
Do I own a gym? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And when you asked
That's
me
your
for the
business.
name of the gym and you kept asking for it, and especially when I went hard for you, get the fuck out of here. And you're not a gangster. I just want to tell that person, like, I love that person, don't want to see anything bad happen to him, but stop trying to, like, hurt me to up you.
Yeah.
And on the
I
day
kind of
that
think I know who you're talking about, but I don't know. So I don't want to, that's neither here nor there. But
and I didn't go crying like a battered woman to all these other people's channels. People are like, oh, I saw you in this chat and what they did was so wrong. And they want an explanation. So I was like, oh, it was nothing. But it was just like all this bullshit. And then I'm not even in the dude's chat and he swears I'm in there. And he's like, no, she came under this name, under this. I was like, what the fuck? Like, no, I didn't. And my phone does ring. Like, are you? Because I put, like, if I join you, I get my whole family. You know that. You've seen it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
My brothers, my husband, my nieces, my nephews all come in. And if you look when I come in, because I'll be like, my fam, like, hit them up, hit that like.
Yeah, definitely.
And I have access to certain of my family members'
You're reading that, John Wolf? He's reading that. He's not laughing good. He's reading the chat. Go ahead.
All right, easy, honey.
Don't worry about it, though. You make sure you get yourself better. Don't worry about nothing.
I don't hate on it, but I wanted to say to you, that's not what I was trying to say. I wanted to say to you, today's my dad's birthday, and my brother was the 13th. My grandfather was the 15th. My dad was the 16th. And they're all gone. And I found a picture of my older brother. That's the one that was the foreman in the Staten Island dump.
Oh wow!
And I found a picture of him today with Muhammad Ali, like going through pictures. Man. So this is when Muhammad Ali had the Parkinson's or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And my brother was like hugging him. So it was like, it was good, but I was thinking of you, like how you take care of your parents, because I did that, for my dad.
My mom started a fight the other night, a fire in the kitchen the other night, man. I don't even want to get into that. It was like, I mean, she's forgetting shit. She gets mad when you talk to her. So it's like, that's what I've been dealing with. I haven't really wanted to come on here and address these people, but for some reason, my small channel, I'm on their mind. Why, I don't know, but
you know what is code? You keep doing what you're doing. Like, just because you believe in God doesn't mean that you don't come with imperfections and you don't get angry or strike back. There's only so much a person can take. And what you're doing, I took care of my parents the way you did, and it's not an easy thing because I always heard my whole life. And if you're Italian, you'll hear this. How can one mother,
my friend Michelle, right? Listen, my friend Michelle was like, oh, this and that. I was like, yo, I talked to Teresa, her husband, like, I don't even know.
Yeah, I couldn't get that. I was like, wait a minute, I don't.
No, but it's not. Listen, you didn't do anything. The thing is this, though, right? What I was trying to say, just to to get to just to, real quick, is there's no explanations. I do what I do. I'm not married, and I wasn't even coming at you or you coming at me. But for somebody to keep pursuing that angle just tells me a lot about them. And I didn't want to really get in. I know she's watching. I don't really care. That's how much I don't care. Because we've never even talked like that.
Michelle's her name? Because I felt horrible. You were the only one who in the beginning gave me your email.
Yeah, I was trying to help you out. That's all.
I don't have your number. You have mine.
Exactly. And it is what it is.
And it was like
John Wolf, how you doing?
2-minute conversation.
I'm trying to fix the background on my camera. So y'all keep going.
Oh, okay. You're a little delayed. Okay. Let me know when you want to come in. And you're muted. Check. I can't hear you.
Oh God.
Look at his head. It looks great. That's great. Yo, I can't hear you. I started watching him with the crystals. And
Can you hear me?
Yeah, dude, I see the way like when he comes at people, he does it so methodically, man. Like, you know, you don't want to get on John Wolf's bad side. How you doing, brother? How you feeling? How's your family doing? Everybody all right?
I'm okay. I can't get this back. I'm trying to get this camera straightened out.
Yeah, your face is now it's moving.
Well,
Yeah,
I can see why people would think I was John Wolf. I could see the resemblance. Everybody thought I was John Wolf. Uh-huh.
What you got? The nose? You got this nose?
I'm trying to look. Yeah, no, I got a nose. My nose is pretty damn big.
Well, we're all deggos. We all got big noses. I mean, that's a. Is that your picture, the one on your avatar?
I got no idea. I don't even know what's showing up. It's got a brick background. I'm trying to get rid of it.
I see bricks in the background now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to get like rid of it. Because you can't see these. Can you see this? So let me tell you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, talk.
Okay, so first thing you gotta do is you gotta learn your colors. Okay. So I want you to take your right hand.
Like Humpty.
Take your right hand.
Yeah.
And I want you to touch like let's go at the bottom. Okay, like at the bottom of your spine. Like at the bottom of your spine, down by at the bottom, that's red.
I'm doing it too.
And then you go 2 inches below your belly button, that's orange. You go about 2 inches above the belly button, that's yellow. So then you go up to your heart, that's green. Then you got kind of like a light bluish color in your throat. Then you have like an indigo purple color here, and then it's like a light, like a clear quartz crystal like this on the top, right?
Do you still touch
you're laying down, John?
No, can you see me?
Yeah, that's a clear one. That's the one I always see.
A crystal. Okay.
You can see it. Okay.
Yeah.
My camera's like delaying. So and then like
God,
you see this green one? Do you see that?
Yeah, look at that shit.
That'll be like your heart chakra. Like it's the green. Remember I said your green's right here by your heart?
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
So that's how you learn them. So like you have red, orange, yellow, green, and then you have your light blue, your indigo, or purple, and then like your clear.
Which would be like amethyst, rose quartz.
Yeah, okay. Amethyst will be like the purple chakra. It will either be for here, your third eye, or your crown chakra. And the rose quartz will be for your heart chakra.
I know people
when you hold these things like this one, I brought this on purpose. This is an imperial topaz. This is one of the strongest stones.
You know what I heard, John? I heard like if you put any crystal like that.
Yeah, that's the color I'm talking about. I'm sorry,
that's amber. I said I heard if you put any crystal like that in your hand, like you'll feel a pulse.
Yes, that's true. And like when I take this crystal here and put it to my solar plexus, it makes my entire stomach vibrate. Like you can feel it vibrate. And if anybody's laughing at me, go to a crystal place and try it. Just go try one. And get a real one. Don't get colored glass from Walmart.
Where do you recommend I should get them?
If you're in New Orleans, you want to go to 300 block of Charter Street.
I'm in Philly.
I don't know. You gotta find a place in Philly. I don't know anybody online. You gotta go to a jeweler. Go to a jewelry store.
My cousin's a jeweler. He's a real jeweler.
They have legitimate stones there, and they will have stuffed stones just like this too. And they'll have better quality.
I'm gonna call my cousin tomorrow.
Okay, ask and then you'll inquire about them. And these are cheap. You don't have to get like the really good stones to get that effect. This will make your dick hard, literally. This one right here.
Oh, God.
No, I'm serious. I have to fucking try it. You put it 2 inches below your belly button.
Sounds fucking
And
nuts.
then you got like stones like this.
That's why I like him, man, because he fucking says what he feels and don't give a shit.
Well, that's what it is. I mean, that's one of the things it does. It's one of the main things it does.
No,
Hey,
truthfully, my
See that
cousin
one
was
there?
into
Okay, now you can see that. I can see the camera.
and she would say, "Put this crystal here, and you'll feel it like pulsate, like it has a pulse," and it would.
Yes.
And it
Is
I
there
could
anything she can
feel
do for
it.
her foot, John, to like healing like an injury or broken something? You had surgery, right?
Well, broken bones? Just right here. You was reading my mind, Code. You was reading my mind. This will heal bones, and I brought this. This is a apatite, a blue apatite, and it puts calcium into your bones directly, and it's a good third eye chakra stone. Pretty good. This is an Apache tear. Okay, so you know what this is? It's a piece of obsidian. It's from a volcano. You know when volcano lava comes up?
Yeah.
Okay, so when it hits the water and cools completely, it turns to like obsidian, like black glass. This didn't turn. This just hit the air, right? So this is what they call Apache tear, and this is
so
a
it
good grinding
stays opaque. It stays opaque.
What's pink?
No, opaque. It stays opaque.
Opaque.
Sorry, the
OPEC. Is that what you're saying?
okay. No, like opaque. You can't see through it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, transparent. You mean are they transparent?
Well, transparent means you can see through. Opaque is you can't.
Okay, opaque. Yeah. Okay. So you mean the Apache tear?
Yeah.
I would.
Because you said if you put it in water, cold water. Sorry, I'm trying to follow.
It looks like a piece of charcoal.
Look at that. I always heard the volcano rocks have some kind of energy in it, though. I don't know what, but I always heard that. That's pretty crazy. I'm just interested. I want to learn about that stuff.
I got a sunstone, so I'm trying to get it by the camera here. Trying to get a
Is there anything like Italian, John? We believe in the Maloics. Is there anything that wards off evil spirits and shit?
Yeah. Yes. There is.
My mom does.
Oh, yes. Yes. You want to see? This one right here will ward off evil spirits, the Apache tear. And
my mom does the overlooks. You can only teach it at Christmas Eve.
Also,
John, are you naked?
I'm naked. I'm shirtless. I'm not naked.
I can see your shoulders. I mean, I'm not one to ask for
I got the camera pointed up so you can't see anything.
Yeah.
But yes, I am buck naked.
Oh.
And what does that do with the stones? Does it help the stones if you're butt naked?
No, you don't have to put it directly to your skin. You don't have to, but I like to put it on my skin. I like to, ladies.
I heard if you lay down, bro, and you just place them on your body. Yeah, check that out.
So especially nights, if I have to do something important the next morning, I will do what they call piezoelectric crystal frequency therapy. And that's when I put an electrical charge. I'll wrap a copper wire around this and I'll put it to a battery and I'll put it on me and I'll go all 7 chakras. And I don't have to exercise when I do that. And I can fucking eat pizza and I can like do whatever and I stay in great shape.
No, let me ask you about that because I'm not saying it just because you said that. I heard there's some that really actually can work with your metabolism. Is that true?
Yes, this type, the one I had earlier. Oh no, I said it in the chat earlier. Citrine. Citrine is great for your abs. You want strong abs? Put a little electricity to citrine and lay it on your abs and your ab muscles. The fat will literally melt and your ab muscles will develop.
Well, as Italian, using cilantro will do that too.
Yeah, right.
What type?
Cilantro?
So cilantro, if you eat, cilantro leaves, we think that burns fat. in your gut area.
Yes, the cilantro plant.
Yeah.
But these crystals here are really strong, and I'm telling you, if you just put a rock or copper wire around them and put a small electrical charge to them, it will transform your whole body. And I made videos about this, and you probably remember these videos.
I was watching them, dude. I remember.
All down. Every time I put up a
electric to make it work. I'm not making fun, but do we got to wear that headdress to do it?
Yeah, no.
I
like that shit.
The funky headgear is a request from someone.
You're seriously, you look like the White Humpty.
He's great. I love it.
That's awesome. Can you show us, like say your face, like a crystal for your face, like something like that, where you could show us?
What, like this?
Like how you would do it?
But what I would do is I will wrap a copper wire, let's say around this.
Took it to a battery?
Yes, to a small battery. And then I will place it on my body. And I'm not going to get up and show myself now, but I'm sure code. You've seen John Wolf's body. And this is how he gets it. From these cheap fucking crystals that he gets from jewelers. In the 300 block of Charter Street in the Wall. So, that is a true story. And I did videos demonstrating the actual process where I lay on the ground. You see me, and I lay on the ground. I put the crystal on, and then you see my muscles just swell up, and they take it down every time. So.
That's crazy, man. I don't know why they do that shit. It's bananas.
Well, they don't want me to put all those health food places out of business. So that is what piezoelectric frequency crystal therapy is. And that's what John Wolf, that's how John Wolf stays in shape. And John Wolf doesn't have to go to a filthy gym. John Wolf doesn't have to take supplements. John Wolf eats pizza and snowballs and ice cream all day long.
That's what's up,
and you hear that, David Monpath? David?
Yeah.
I go with these rocks all day. That's all I do. So
yeah, he's a clown, that dude, man. He really believes he's this guy that's I don't know what he thinks, man, the maggot, but he's so
I heard him say, like, Teresa, could you have picked a name to draw more attention to yourself? Like, and then he was saying this stuff like, don't touch me. If you touch me, I'm gonna scream rape. Then all this crazy stuff, and I was like, huh?
Who, the maggot, was saying that?
Yeah, and he was like, don't touch me, Chicago. Don't touch me. And we're going to find out more about her. I really hope he doesn't, because if he doesn't, I mean, I'd have nothing to hide, but he's not going to like what he finds. And if he finds it, other people aren't going to like it either.
Well, that's the thing, though. Maybe, the thing is, he's such this big bad wolf. No pun intended. But he doesn't show his face, man. He's tried to cause me problems in the street. He's tried to, with the biker shit. He's tried to do a lot of stuff, man. And
David, you met your match, David. We are coming for you.
Yup.
You summoned us.
Yep.
You summoned us, David.
Yeah, especially with that whole rape thing. Like, I guess it had something to do with SoFlo. Like, I guess maybe he was trying to, like, hit him up, like, in a bad way. But he was like, don't touch me or I'll cry rape. And I was like, what the hell is he saying?
Yeah, SoFlo never even was charged for. He beat that case. And you know what? Look, I know a lot of guys. I know a lot of guys.
Like, if you touch me, I'm going to scream rape. Like, what? And the baby, could you have picked another name to make people say, "Ooh, look at me"? Well, no, the baby is an endearing name because I'm the youngest of my entire. I have a huge family, and I'm the baby.
People, especially that fucking guy, man.
I mean, everybody calls
how
me.
Stupid are we? Yeah, but Teresa, how stupid are we that we're arguing with a guy that doesn't show his face? I mean, I understand my psyche that I'm not all there, because this guy could be, whoever he could be with a voice box. He could be nobody. Like, but I won't want John Wolf on my ass. I'll tell you that right now. John Wolf's serious.
No, I know, because I got accused of being him. Like, with the voice changer, you name it. And I was like, I don't even know who that is. Like, I
Well,
came into this community for one reason, and that reason was MRA.
Yeah.
Like, and nobody would know that I was in the Durkee verse, like, because that's who
Why
he
you
was
used to
at the
like
time.
MRE before?
No, not at all. I I called him a dick rider because he was in the Durkee verse, and it wasn't. I didn't really like. I didn't dislike or really know about anyone at the time, but I saw he was friends with Durkee's cousin Donald, and then I guess he went against him, and I was like, so you turn on people that fast? Like, you're a real dick rider. And he called me a degenerate and come on and speak your case. And I did. And the video's still up for those who say it's under a different name because
Yeah.
he's brutal. And I did. So no, nobody's, and I figured he was going to dox me. So I said, okay, I'll just put my real name. But I didn't have anything against anyone, but I didn't realize then, like, it was over a year ago. I didn't realize, like, when I got, like, how I'm up here now, I thought it was just him and I talking. I didn't think there was a whole chat that could see. Do you know what I mean? I know sounds like, okay, you're stupid to believe that, but I really didn't know how that worked.
Like, they talk about Sova, but they come at women all the time, man. And,
No. And that's
I
what
know.
I hate.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, man. Nobody should ever have to feel that way. And like Sis just said, nobody puts baby in the corner. Like, people got to understand. Look, I never ratted on anybody. I don't align with that. I'm going to be 50 years old. My brother's been down 28 years. A lot of my friends been in the federal pen. A lot of my friends did time. And, I wasn't taught that. My father's still living. We were never with that. But the thing I'm saying, the way these guys obsess over that shit, like even my clothing line on Mert, I sold it. I just don't want any ties to that. I want, I'm trying to open these gyms and youth centers, and that's my main goal. These guys, you can see, do nothing in their community, and everything is a lie. They point the finger like,
what you're doing is a beautiful thing. And I don't want to get, like, I said I wanted to come on because today was my dad's birthday. So for you to be taking care of your parents, parents can take care, two people or one person, usually the dad works, mom is at home. One mom can take care of 8 children, but 8 children can't take care of one mom and dad. That's, so I give you a lot of credit for what you're doing because I did what you did. I mean, I went ape shit crazy. Like, I literally.
It does, because my mom's forgetting a lot. She gets nasty. The other night started a fire in the kitchen. My dad, what he's going through, watching him every day. And then you got this punk ass dude like the maggot who comes on here and says, I was never this, I was never that. Listen, I don't claim to be anything, but I am respected. And I do whatever I want. I go wherever I want, and I've earned that. But I don't need to come on here and act like some big tough guy. Like, it's just doesn't make sense. Like, these people, I really don't get their psyche, because if I'm somebody who's nobody and I'm a fraud, why am I in your mouth? You know what I mean? It's just like, none of it makes sense. But then I do understand why. It's because they feed off of this shit, the negativity and the drama. I could say so much more about NB.
That's not it, because they look at you and say, I wish I could have done that for my parents. I wish I would have taken time out of my life to raise my children and be the dad that you are and the person that you are, as far as what you do for the kids in your community. And they turn it into something nasty. And then they say, okay, the omerta thing, which people can make jokes of, but I mean, you call yourself code of the street, and the street symbol of that is silence. So that's what you did. So yeah, they're gonna target you. Your
the
whole
legacy is this, though. Code that clothing line on Murta I was the first one in the world to ever put that on clothes. I held it for 20 years the way that I wanted it. I didn't want it out to everybody. It was friends and family. It wasn't like I never wanted to be this big thing. These guys, they're doing it now. That's their thing, whatever, and they can have it. I just don't. To me, the code of the street is faith, family, and friends in that order. It's not about any real gangster shit.
You're Calabrian, right?
Huh?
You're Calabrian. Yeah, me too. So a lot of people don't understand, like, that's not just a mafia thing. It's an Italian thing, not just a mafia thing. I mean,
but when you're trying to open gyms and you're coaching and you're running a clothing brand that's, you know, affiliated with street shit, nobody's going to take you seriously. Not when you're trying to get grants and do things. And what message am I sending to kids if I'm trying to steer them the right way, but yet I'm promoting this stuff? You just can't do both. And, you know, for me, they said that I lost it in a lawsuit. No, I sold it and I have proof. December 31st, after that day, I can talk some more. But right now, I own it right now still until December 31st.
Why do you owe anybody an explanation?
No, I don't owe anybody an explanation. You're right. And the funny thing is about these people is it doesn't matter what you say or do. They'll still lie. You could show them black and white. It doesn't matter. They'll still look, this picture of your avatar. They'll say, no, that's a woman holding a man. Like they would lie. Like they just, you know what I mean? Or they would say, that's Teresa and her husband. Or
no,
like they would. No, but you know what I mean? It's just, that's what they do. They just lie. They talk shit. They really don't like, everybody over here has a smile. Everybody enjoys life. Over there, they're miserable, man. And they all kiss the ring over there. That's the thing. Like, I've never said nothing bad about Angel. I just don't like the way who she became and what she does. Because, you know, I don't think none of her family, her father would approve of the way she's acting, but that's her business, man. I don't need to demean women and put them down, but that's what they say I did, and I never did that. So it's ridiculous.
Reminds me of that Sheryl Crow song, "If it makes you happy, why the hell are you so mad or sad?" Whatever you know what I mean. But you don't owe anyone an explanation, and especially you're a God-fearing man.
Oh, and definitely, yeah.
You know,
I have that first.
You don't need, if you even try to explain that, I'd be so disappointed in you, because screw them. Let them learn on their own.
Yeah, no, I know that. But, you know, the thing is, in this game, it's like, you know, the only thing that really grabs my attention is when I hear a lie. I don't watch none of the shows. I don't care. People send me stuff. I don't really care. Like Lee has, I don't know how many subscribers. Why are you talking about me? You know, like if I'm this guy that's such an idiot, why are they coming at me? You know,
because doesn't have that many subscribers.
Yeah, he buys them. You know why? Because when they see somebody who has God in their life and the smile, the devil's job is to interrupt that. And that's who they're acting on behalf of. That's what my faith tells me, and that's what I believe.
My grandmother used to tell me if I was sad or something, if I came home from school and I was sad, she said, "How come you're not smiling like an Italian? Like only in the house did they speak Italian, outside English." And I would say because of whatever, like, you know, and she'd say, "Never let anybody take your smile. Nobody deserves that much power."
Nobody. Not at all. Right. And like I said, when I shut this off, I don't even care.
But see, I did. Like, I came on here and I told the truth. The only thing I didn't do was give somebody money, and I tried like hell to do it, but it just didn't work. And I did come through with everything I said I would. They just didn't commit to it because they were, I don't know where they were at. But I did make the offers. They didn't take it up. And when I offered it, they were like, "Oh, you can't say that online." So I didn't bring it up. I was like, "Well, when you need it, tell me." And they never brought it up. And now I'm the liar. No, I can't. You can't hold me responsible and say things that I didn't say. I say and take it the way you want to take it. And you shouldn't have to do that either, despite who it is.
No, but you know what? It also sometimes though becomes, you know, a time when it's like, how can I put it? It's almost like, damn, you know what? Like, it's enough is enough, but it doesn't matter if you respond, if you don't respond, it's going to be something that keeps going, right? And even if you defend yourself or what, you don't owe anybody anything, doesn't matter if you have proof, black and white, they still run with it because it's like, look, I've never really seen too much of this, but like in grade school, it's always like you took my ball, or the person who never got attention, never was nothing, they're doing anything to get attention, you know? And even though we don't owe anybody anything, and Gonzo's right, we still seem to, we're Italian, we're calabrese, we're hard-headed. So by default,
because I so badly wanted to defend myself and say, wait a minute, no, that's not what happened. But that's a beautiful cop out for this person. That's lovely how they spun that. And but then I thought, like, just like you said, when I hang this up, I go back to my life. You're a full-time dad. You're a full-time caregiver. You're a full-time coach. You're a full-time a lot of things. And that's in itself.
And I've been doing coaching for 23 years since my daughter was little. So she'll be 27. Yeah, so, yeah.
And like your daughter came on here the other day and spoke and vouched for you. And let me
that
tell you
was not premeditated. That was just her on the fly. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Daughters, if they have a grudge, get them to try to do anything in your favor if your daughter has a grudge.
Oh, yeah. For years, one time, she didn't talk to me because I would tell you off here, not on here. But anyway, it was, it was cool. But I had my grandkids Friday night. I had my granddaughter overnight. Like, I don't know. Listen, when I went through what I went through at 8, I made sure my kids never had to. Now, my daughter in school, when she was in first grade or kindergarten, one of the kids in school, you know what I mean? A young kid her age tried to do something, and I raised hell. They tried to get me locked up. I made sure my kids never were alone with anybody, and the shit that they talk like that Deadly said, oh, he left his wife left him for touching the kids. My kids live with me, and I was never married. So it's like, no matter what the truth is, they'll just keep saying whatever. They don't give a shit.
But you know the truth. And the fact
and
the fact that you do keep God in your life, and not everybody on here believes that. I know.
Yeah, I believe in him.
The fact that you do, you're always gonna be vindicated, Code. And just from a person from the outside looking in, I think you're doing a really, really great job at everything you do. And this YouTube stuff can leave you kind of like broken and dismantled. Like,
it really don't, though. I promise you that. It makes me laugh.
But with me, it does, because I could be like, how could I be so kind and really mean this, and somebody turn it into something like bad? And
because they're not who you are, and that's the difference. I did the same thing when I first came on here. I came on here thinking that everybody was being themselves. And it's so far from the truth.
And that same person told me, because you're so nice, you're suspect. So don't be so nice and people won't question you. So then I got mouthy because I can do both.
Yeah, there's no reason. I don't even understand that.
I was like, all right, so I'll get mouthy. And then when I did, I got the things that were said were vicious. But, I
about
have shoulders. Yeah. I have big shoulders, so, lay it on me. But then to go and tell people and lie and be a little tattletale and go run to people like other creators and say, and they said it themselves, oh, I already told him about her. I told him what she was doing to me. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out of here. Like, you went, like, go run tell this. Go run tell that. Now I'm going to fuck with you because I can.
Yeah, Gonzo, I was raised Catholic. I'm more Christian. I mean, I guess I'm both. I don't I still like my my heritage, what I grew up with, but I don't go to a priest to confess my sins. And You know, the thing is, Christians and Catholics, Christians don't believe in statues. They think we're all saints, and Catholics believe in statues. I still have a Blessed Mother out front. I'm like old school. I like to make wine. Thank you, bro. I like old school tradition, man. I like old school rules. And when I hear these people talk, I know that they don't have that. They never did. They hate who they are. They're so miserable, you know, and they hate to see people over here smile and laugh, you know.
Quote, I hated growing up Roman Catholic. Like, I was scared of God as a child, and I swore I would never raise my children that way. I mean, the only difference is the 7 sacraments, you know what I mean? And I just would never, I was scared. Everything was, if you don't do this, like you're banished to hell. You don't do that, you're banished to hell.
I always say that when I would go to church, they say, "Oh, you find a good girl in church." I said, every time I'm praying, the girl in front of me's on her knees asking God to forgive her what she did the night before. Please, God, I was out drinking. How'd I end up in that guy's bed? Like, it'd be a joke, you know, but I used to say that a lot. SoFlo didn't dox anybody. He doxed himself. And I know this ain't the muscle. The maggot doxed himself. He really is a clown, that dude. But, you know, for me, I can make a whole show about like MB. I just don't do that. I think she's nasty, bitch. I don't talk about women. I never really say that B word any time at all. But her, she deserves it. She is who she is. She's nasty. And I believe that they're miserable people over there. Like, we don't even have to do nothing. They're going to end up miserable. Their families, you know what I mean? It's, I really, when I pray, I am that. They say, oh, he's fake. He's fake. If I'm lying to God, and I'm lying to myself. So
well, I have one true, real thing that proves that you're not full of shit. With both, he had called another woman a very bad name, and I was on your show, and we tried to figure it out, and I said, I don't ever want to know you. If I say that to you, there's no coming back from it. If I say I don't ever want to know you, there's no coming back from that. And then it was an entirely different show, like months later, and you led both go out with a prayer, and he was talking about forgiveness, and I listened to him, and at the end I couldn't say amen without forgiving him. Do you get what I'm saying?
Didn't I actually say something to him about talking about you or Jesse? Didn't he? He said, I thought he said something.
Yeah, he called like Jesse the C word, and I jumped all over him like, oh my. And then he said he was going to send people to beat me up, and I was like, that's not a very good idea, but okay. But nonetheless, he said a prayer, and I told him on your show, I never want to know you. You pretend like you don't see me, nothing. Like, I don't want to know you. And he was on your show, and he was talking about forgiveness, and at the end of that,
motherfucker, man. I really do. I miss talking to him.
And I said, how could I say amen? And on the same show, on your show, that I said, I don't want to know you. I said, now I have to forgive you because I can't say amen to the prayer I believe you believed you just said. It was like a catch-22. So I had to say amen and forgive him because I couldn't have said, it would have made me a hypocrite to 2 things I believe in. So I told him, I said, Bofa, I forgive you, because I believe that you said that, but I can't say amen without forgiving you.
Definitely.
And then we were cool, and then we were on Lefty's show, and Lefty said, I'm not letting Bofa on. And I said, Bofa, I'll go on so you could go on because they really wanted to. I said, I'll go on. And I went on with him, and, we were just talking, and that was the same day after your show, or maybe the next day. I'm not quite sure. But I mean, I don't think that would have happened anywhere else but your show, because who would have led a prayer that made me forgive somebody? Because when I say those words, that's it, I'm done with you.
I could tell you though, and I mean this with everything, of every fabric of my heart. Me and Beau would talk every day, and he was the one. The first 2 months before I knew, when they were plotting against me and doing their Discord, he told me, and everybody don't believe Bova. He's this, he's that. Bova always had my back, and everything he ever said came true. And I missed it, dude. I respect it. They said they don't want anybody to call. We have a friend who keeps contacting his mother. They said he was in serious condition but stable.
Yeah, Lefty is allowed to I think it's Lefty that's allowed to call. I don't.
Yeah, I got another guy who's friends too that talks to his mom, but I was talking to him every day, and I just with him is like he would pray every day with me though. I'm not lying. Like we would literally talk about God more than anything, and Jesus, and how much it means to. And look, I don't care who believes me or who don't. When I pray, I really mean it. And I always say, God, I pray for the enemy too, because you can't have one without the other. You can't have a prayer and ask for help for somebody and not forget the people. You can't forget the people the guys who are not praying and don't talk to God, or maybe I don't know what they do, but at the end of the day, if they're acting like that, they don't have God in their life, Yeah,
sorry. I'm sorry, Code. I was coughing. I'm sorry.
No, that's cool. How you feeling though?
I'm like 90% better. I got to take these albuterol
for your lungs, right?
Yeah, it breaks everything up and it makes you shaky.
Are you on what's the name? Are you on a nebulizer?
Yeah, you pour it into this thing and then you put the mask around. Yeah.
I used to fix them back in the day. I used to work at a medical supply company. I used to rebuild baby monitors, ventilators, all that shit.
Oh, wow. But it makes it makes me, I don't know if it makes everybody, it makes me so shaky. It takes for a good 45 minutes because I have to do 2 vials of the
it's a steroid that you're taking, right? Albuterol is a steroid.
Yeah, I kind of knew that it was because I'd been on prednisone before, but
it's a catabolic, not anabolic. It does anabolic is the type that testosterone, like cypionate, all the other stuff. This is catabolic, so it does different things.
But it makes me so shaky, and it gives me the worst headache ever after. I just got to lay down and I kind of rock with my hands on my head.
Yeah.
Like with a warm
Rolex. No, something with his pancreas, I believe, bro. Rolex, you watching this game? Oh, look at that. Another score. You're from New York, right?
Me?
Tracy, you're from New York, right?
Yeah.
Where, Staten Island, you said?
Yeah, I grew up in Staten Island. Our family house is still there, and then we moved to Old Tappan, New Jersey, and then Blauvelt, New York.
Oh, cool.
And then my parents separated, so my mom lived in Piermont, where all the actors live. Lorena Bracco. I went to school with her daughter Margot. And
whose school? Who'd you go with?
Lorena Bracco, her daughter Margot.
Oh, cool.
I went to school with her. Bill Murray lives there. Al Pacino. He lives in
the boss live in Jersey somewhere too?
Who? No, I'm talking about Piermont.
Oh, Piermont. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
What's that guy's name? Not Woody Harrelson. Woody. He was
old head. Woody Allen.
Woody Allen, yes, who did the Purple Rose of Cairo that was shot in Piermont. And he was such a douche. Oh, my God. Kids were going up to him, asking for his autograph, and he said no, and my dad knocked him out for being a dick.
Oh, that's great.
It is. Mia Farrow, that's who I was thinking of. And do you know that guy from Home Alone, Uncle Frank, that's in the shower?
Yeah.
Get out of here, you little jerk.
Yeah.
He lived right behind us, right behind us.
They say Robert De Niro's no good, though. They say he's a cocky, miserable old man.
I'm going to tell you something. I went to a football game because I went to Tappan Zee High School, And Robert, everybody was whispering. We were all in the bleachers, and everybody was whispering. Al
There goes
Pacino's
De
in the
Niro.
stands. Al Pacino's in the stands. Al Pacino's in the stands. And I wasn't looking around because, um, I knew so many actors. Berenger.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
he dated one of the girls from the Twins restaurant in New York City. I so many actors, so I don't get starstruck. You know what I mean? But everybody was like, Al Pacino's in the stands, Al Pacino, and I had no idea he was in a ball cap and glasses. And he tapped me on the shoulder. And did you ever see The Devil's Advocate?
Oh yeah.
That laugh he has, like that's his laugh is his laugh, you know what I mean? But in that one, he tapped me on the shoulder, and I kind of like looked back, and he was like, "Did you hear Al Pacino was in the stands?" And I was like, and I like did a double take because of that laugh,
Yeah.
and I just looked back, and because he did that laugh, and I knew it was him, you know.
He said
Like,
Pelham.
what?
Pelham, is that what you said?
No,
No,
I said, I'm sorry. I'm so like plugged up and like, I'm
it's all
sorry.
right.
He tapped me on the shoulder and he said, "Did you know Al Pacino was in the stands?"
No,
Because
I think
everybody
he's
was
saying where
saying
you
it.
lived at. The place where you said
Oh,
you moved.
Piermont, but he lives in
Paramount? Okay.
Palisades,
Okay.
yeah, in Rockland County. Um, so, but he had that laugh, so I like kind of looked and I kind of smiled because he knew I wasn't like looking all around. I guess he saw. Because his daughter had a game and he was there watching his daughter. But yeah, there's a lot of people, but I mean, a lot of people don't call him Robert De Niro, they just call him Bob. And I
Yeah.
know a lot of people don't like him because of his political,
No, no, I
stuff.
just heard he was mean and miserable.
No, I don't think so at all. When it comes to his career, he's really like he wants everything done perfectly. Like I don't know what you'd call that. Like I don't know if it's OCD, like he or a perfectionist. I don't know what you'd call it, but I met him a few times and I thought he was really, really like really nice.
No, I think real quick, I think John Wolfe is hilarious. I think he's I don't Brian saying are you Italian? I don't think there's anything wrong with John Wolfe, man. I've been around dudes like him my whole life, man. To be honest, I'd rather be with misfits like me than be with I like people who are real, just John, he doesn't hide who he is. I like that. You know?
Is
No.
John Wolfe famous? Because I know that there's a John Wolfe that
Well,
was
for
like
him
big.
I don't think no, that's not him, but he's a smart dude too. Like people always, because the way he acts and he comes out here and the shit that he
He's
does, but
eccentric. He's
he's funny, man.
eccentric.
He knows how to get to people. That's all he knows. And but once you come at him, he makes it his mission to come back and once he gets you, he gets you. It's like it is what it is. But for the most part, these guys on here never win the street. They never did nothing. Tough guys don't talk about it. Real dudes, guys that did it, they wouldn't talk
Exactly.
about it.
That's what I don't understand. Like, if I was to ever, if like I had family who,
Yeah.
lived that life, and if I ever came on here and talk about it, which I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just say it, and everyone's like, be
No, don't do
careful,
that.
don't do that. Like, but I always thought like some of this stuff, I don't think it needs to be this way. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, but you
their
can't.
side, this side. I mean, at
No,
one
it
point,
shouldn't. But remember
every
this, though, Teresa, real quick. I don't mean to cut you off. It
sure,
doesn't matter with them. It doesn't matter, like they said. That's why I did this show. Where's Code think he's going? He's not allowed to go nowhere. Lead call. He ain't going nowhere. Why does he get the run? Nobody said I was leaving. All I just said is I was tired of the drama. Who cares about this shit? And
I watched this for a whole year, and my main mission was MRE. Like
yeah,
what
he's
he decimated me. And if anybody says, "Oh, who's Teresa? How's she involved in this?" I could tell you, or I could have other people tell you.
Well, wait, he's Mr. I'm Mr. Arbiter of women. He knows how to treat women.
Yeah, you can go back and look, because the way he would call I didn't really know this Durkee person. Like, it showed up on my feed, and this is before he was MRE, or maybe he wasn't. I didn't know. He was Rustin.
Can I just say this 2 hours, because my family's here from Canada.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry.
No. Do you know how much therapy this is for me, just to be on here doing this? Like, when I'm constantly like, and this is no friggin' pity party, but what I've been dealing with is just crazy. It's good. No, it's good to be doing, is what I'm saying. It's a breath, man, because it's been rough. But go ahead, my bad. I just want to let you know it feels good to be able to be on here.
I've seen him when this guy decimated me, when all I was saying was like, okay, this kid has a drug problem, but you're going to call his mother night and day and his family like it's home. And you're doing this stuff, and because you're a self-proclaimed troll who's proud. So when I got on there, I didn't know that all these people were going to see this, and it got more hits than any of its other videos. So he then put it up on his MRE video. So if anyone wants to know where I came from and why, it's there.
But he was talking to you nasty?
Oh my God, he said I
talk to women the best. I don't disrespect women.
I graduated skipping fall school. I was a window licker. I was a degenerate because I said he was a dick rider. And it was so stupid, because I said, what would you do if this kid woke up dead tomorrow? Like, how can you wake up dead tomorrow? Do you know what I mean? Wake up dead tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm when I get up here, I get shaky, because my voice gets trembly. I don't get I don't do very good, even though I know everybody's listening. That's the part that gets me, because I'm like, oh, what am I going to say that's going to sound stupid, or you know what I mean, or something like that. It's
not easy to get up here and do this shit.
And and I did go without my avatar and everything. And I said to him, I think that you should. And he's like, maybe I'm deformed. Maybe my aunt threw acid on my face. And I'm thinking like, oh my God, now I feel bad. And he got more likes on that video, so he uploaded it to his MRE video and all his other Simpson Hussies, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made my family actually did, and then I went crying to Sammy the Vulgarvano, only because I know him and he is family. And if anybody wants to go ask him, go ahead.
No, what I say about Sammy is, look, I don't agree what he did, but he has to live with that. He's not hiding from nobody, and whether people like the dude or not, like, if that's your family, you're entitled to do whatever the fuck you can do. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't do nothing to me. Hey, he heard shit on the tape and he felt a certain way. And, he's still out here.
Really weird is that
nobody's went after him, though. All these tough guys, all these rats are out here. Nobody does nothing. So I don't want to hear it.
Somebody did, but half of my family, he put a lot of my family in jail, and he is my family. That's what's the crazy thing. So there's a lot of bad blood there, but somehow we kind of make it, but Sammy is what you see is what you get. Like,
oh, that's I've always said that.
And John Gotti is turning in his grave because Sammy's going Hollywood, is what John always wanted.
I heard him say that on one of his videos. I've seen, because I like to study people. I like to watch every end of it, man. I don't want to just somebody. Look, the thing is, he talks about all the time about, he tells people like, I lived my life. I did this. I did that. Now, do I think he didn't have to put 100 dudes in jail? Damn straight. But he's out there. And he lived in Arizona. I know they tried to go at him out there, and that plot was foiled. But think about it, though. Nobody really – there was guys out here when that happened, when he first came home, that could have really handled that when he first left witness. That I'm just being honest. Like, nobody did nothing, you know. And when the dude hit Angel's father in jail and he came out, nobody did nothing. Like, they talk about me nonstop, and it's just, to me, like, you're mad because of they're mad of their failures in life. I never met them. I don't know them. Why are you so mad at me? You know what I mean? They just need somebody to blame. That's all. You know?
Well, I think once Sammy heard John on recording, that was like the ultimate betrayal he could have, because he really would have went down for John. But once he heard John's recordings, he was like, "Oh no, I'm not doing this." Like,
but listen, Teresa, like I tell everybody, my brother called me today. He's down 28 years. He was lied on, snitched on. He didn't even do it. We're trying to get him home now. He's been down for a homicide, triple homicide. He didn't do. So long story short, when we talk, we don't even talk about that shit. Like, if you're a grown man, 50 years old, and you're not in the street and you're trying to help kids and change your life, why are you out here worried about who this and who did that? Like I always say, I say it every show. When I coach, I see guys at the field with their kids that I know are no good and told. But what am I supposed to do? Run up when they're with the 4-year-old kid and say, yo, you're a rat? No. It's not my business. If I was in jail, I'd keep to myself. Just like the street. Like, I'm not worried about what these guys do. It doesn't affect me. Doesn't mean I'm going to hang out with them, but I don't need to be sitting up here and bashing people that I don't even know and never been around. And look, anybody in the right mind, the old adage is never telling your friends. But the thing about Sammy, though, he owns it. He's up there saying it. I'm a rat. I did this. I did that. Like he tried to tell Michael Francis, bro, you did the same thing.
And you know what's so funny about that is that everybody.
Well, what did Junior do? Junior did the same thing. I mean, you sit down with a 302. You know, I'm sick of them. All the shit they've talked about me over there. Let's call a spade, you know?
Yep. And everyone thinks Sammy, had he wasn't a gentleman like Michael was. And in that interview, no, he didn't seem as he was. But that is.
I heard he never cheated on his wife like that. I heard he was home all the time. He didn't do it like.
Oh, God, he worshipped Deb. He worshipped her. Like, I don't care what Sammy was on the street. When he went home, Deb was the boss always. Always.
But think about it, though. As many guys as he put away, how many guys, because of Sammy, now felt like, damn, shit, this life ain't for me. It's treachery. Now I'm going to tell. I don't agree with it. But that's what happened.
How many guys were able to walk away without going into witness protection and without having to look out over the? I mean, yeah, you got to always look over your shoulder, but
yeah,
they didn't have to because Sammy was the main target. He put that bullseye on his back and on his forehead for others, like, to be able to.
He wasn't even on them tapes, though, man, at all. He wasn't even on. He could have beat that case.
No, John was jealous because Sammy, I don't want to say like he's not smart. He's smart in a different kind of way. But when it comes to making money, Sammy can turn, 15 cents into $1 and with effortlessly. But there's another side of my family that hated John
hates him, right?
and wanted Sammy and said, Sammy, you can come over to this family, but you need to do this to John. And that's he wouldn't even do that.
I know that. Yeah. He talked about that before. I heard that.
And I'm going to tell you something there. I mean, if Sammy didn't talk, there would still be a mafia because there was a man who they had nothing really on, nothing. And then they started looking after, Sammy's testimony, but he would still be here. And there would be because he was so good at what he did. And I mean, not conventionally. I mean, I'm not.
He had guys in Philly, man. He was tight with Scarfo and shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, when I was a kid, I remember getting pulled out of 7th grade, and any of my friends that were close with me had to get pulled too. And because he got arrested. I was in 7th grade. I'm 44, so do the math. I'm not lying.
No, I don't. Hey, I believe it.
It just
but how is that now? Like, because you obviously he's your family, so you have love for him, and you know half the family don't want nothing to do with him. So how do you like how do you find the time to do both, or how do you appease both sides? You know, it's got to be tough for you.
Because a lot of the younger kids got into it, and then what they're called in my family is a bunch of wild cowboys with no sense. Like they deal in drugs, they do this, they're, pocketbook snatchers, they're this, they're that, they're a bunch of wild cowboys. There is no rules, there's no regulation anymore. And with my family, it's very hard with the one side of my family because it was unconventional what this man did because he had 2 families.
Yeah.
And the craziest thing is both wives had the same name. And it not too long ago, everybody would call my brother a rat because he testified against technically his brothers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was a really hard time, but nobody would understand, like, family comes through no matter what. Like, I know that once the vow is taken, yes, but when it comes to the younger generation, no. And, I had family members when he was on the stand, like, they were.
Jeez, let me ask you a question, an honest question. Forget everything you've been through. Look, my cousin worked for John Stanford, and his brother was a 1 percenter. I was around them, around a lot of shit from the time 10 years old and on. I don't ever try to be something I'm not, but when it's time to go to heaven, our number's called. You think God's going to sit there and say, did you tell her or not? He's going to say, how did you treat people? How was your heart? That's what will be judged on. Not by what you did or this Hollywood shit or this YouTube shit or this fucking street shit. I mean, anybody who thinks that street shit is going to get you anywhere is lying. And it is all lies and deceit. Now, I'm one of the old school guys. I believe that we all know going in that it's either death or jail. But some guys, man, they figure that it's survival. If I tell, then I do this and that. I don't agree with that, but that's the game's done. If you're not doing anything illegal, why are you worried about that shit? I mean, just I don't know.
Well, what I've seen from people who cooperated, they all came out on the other end with an understanding, like, no, we weren't going to lose our lives and our loved ones because of this. Like, and did some of them find religion? Yes. Did some of them battle with religion and what they were up against and what they promised to have done, which was their religion,
Oh, definitely.
So, and are some of them still, I guess you would call it like a shell shock kind of thing, like they don't know how to live regularly. This is all brand new. Even now, YouTube and podcasts and Patreons and little sitcoms and stuff like that. But some of them go back into the life and they become, they create unions and become longshoremen. And
yeah, it's like when they say this, though, they'll say, oh, codes with the rat squad. Where? I never ratted. I never told. I seen Bill Catolo. They get mad, so say, how you doing?
I don't want to name any names, but I guess that's what they would say. But Angel, I could remember John. He would grab me like like behind my head softly, kiss me on the forehead and say, she's beautiful, smart, and tough. What is the world going to do with her? And so, but I would hear him praise Victoria like there was no tomorrow. I mean, that was his baby girl. Like,
does she know you though? Does she know your name and who you are and everything, or not?
I'm sure she would. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
No, I was just
absolutely
wondering.
sure. But the thing is, sometimes I feel bad for Angel because that's the only father she knew. You know, I do feel bad. So to her, that is her father. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do feel bad for that. And to compete with, you know, Victoria, there is no competing.
Well, technically shouldn't even be on here at all talking about that kind of stuff. If anything, she should have just went on there and she could have went a whole different way. Trolls took over everything for her. Like, you know,
I was
I've
never a John
Yeah.
Gotti fan, but he wasn't the father Sammy was, or that, you know, Vincent the Chin Gigante was. He wasn't the father. They were sheltered. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sammy didn't want his son in this. You know, a lot of people didn't. I was sheltered. I didn't know. I got pulled out at 7th grade and got told, okay, we got to go here because right now there's some stuff going on. And all I know is I lost all my friends because, you know, my family was this and this, and I had no more friends left because it was scary, you know.
Yeah, I got you.
So it was very, you know, it was a hard thing to deal with, to not understand. What do you mean? Like, my grandfather's great. You know, my uncle is great. Like, what do you mean they're bad men? And then to see it on the news and my aunts go on, and my aunt is a beautiful person, and then to see her do YouTube, you know, what would you call the interviews?
Yeah.
And then hear people say, "Oh, well, she's a little odd. She's a little this." Well, yeah, but you don't know her like that, but you worship her and you want an interview with her, but she's weird and she's odd. Why? Because she's a lesbian and she believes that she's an empath. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, and then people want it, and because I don't tell you about her, I'm a fraud. I can tell you what she was wearing at the time. She loved her wrestling shoes, you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
Like, do you remember like the wrestling pants that had like black and white with maybe fluorescent colors in it? Do you know what I mean? And the wrestling shoes, that style. That wasn't for everybody, but that was her style. And we all looked up to her, you know what I mean? With the spiky hair. We thought she was the awesomest. But
I know, right?
and then she comes on here and does people a favor, and then she gets knocked for it. And I'm like, what the fuck?
You know, it's crazy though, because people will say what they want, make their own conclusions. You can't change somebody's mind when they're, you know, they're headstrong to what they feel and believe. But what you have it. I don't know where you put it, son. My son, he's you know, and I guess he's turning 16. He's got talking back a little bit, you know.
I do know. Let me tell you something, Coach. You're doing an awesome job as a father, as a son. Like, you're just doing an awesome job. And don't let anybody tell you different. And then when people say things, you don't always have to
like see when you see this, Sammy sold drugs with his children. You know what? He did 22 years for that shit, which I don't condone none of that. But look, like I say, look, his kids love him, man. His kids love him.
He didn't sell drugs with his children. That's the truth. They got caught up doing stuff, you know, like, because they were Sammy's kids. So they were gonna do what they wanted to do. And when it hit the fan, Sammy took it. He took it. Anybody else would have got a lot longer.
Yeah, he took No, he took most of his kids. He took a lot of it, right? The weight.
Absolutely. And the truth is, if he was a part of it, and if he was a part of getting his children to do that, Deb would have had him killed long before, the FBI ever got to him.
Yeah. They some of the people on here though, I don't get them, man. They're just like
they don't know.
They do.
Like kind of like how you feel, forgive them, Father, because they know not what they do.
You have to though. No matter what and how you feel, no matter how much shit they talk or say about me, I do ask God to forgive them because, to be honest, I have to, because you don't get ahead in life without forgiveness. You just can't. And people say, "Oh, you can't." You can't. It's bullshit. Everybody once in their life is forgave something, or maybe some people say, "Now you're dead to me." But you know what? Somebody can be dead to you, but still, you can have an understanding that, you know what? I don't wish dead people to die. Like, why would I want somebody to die?
No, I don't
all
want
that energy comes back to you.
Like I said, if I don't want anything to do with you, when I say I don't want to know you, I don't wish death upon anyone. There's too much pain that goes in this lifetime. And because it's my dad's birthday, I figured I would come on and share.
I appreciate it. Yeah. No, that's good.
And I might say things out of pocket at times, and maybe people don't understand how I joke, but for most people, I don't hate anyone. But I came on here to really, my mission was MRE. It still is.
Yeah, well, he's a whole nother piece of work, that dude, man.
And
look, let me tell you something. If I'm hitting somebody with a right hand, or if I'm up in somebody's face and I'm punching them, they're not getting up. Or if I know somebody's hitting me, like who's out to hit me, I should not be getting up. No way some dude's coming up to you like that. It's just all fake, man. First he said he hit him. Then he said I don't know. That guy's just, I used to like him because he went after pedophiles, but then I seen all them videos and all the shit he said about women, and I was like, damn, like what the fuck?
I'm pretty
this guy's
good.
not who he says he is.
People used to say that I was a verbal assassin, but let me tell you something. He wrecked me, and that's not easy to say at all. He wrecked me. There was nothing I could say, but I was so nervous. Like, even when I come on here right now, it might not sound like it, but I
can hear it a little bit. I can hear it a little bit.
I would go on Lefties, and I would have like a tremble in my voice, knowing that all these people are, listening, and they'll say, like, I've had some horrible things said to me, and I was like, why would somebody say that? Like, they don't know me. I would never say that to somebody else. But then I looked at Lefty's chat, and I was like, wait a minute. These are all people from the other side, and Lefty's, taking a beating as well, but he's not blocking them. But if I say something to him, he blocks me. And I got kind of like upset with it. But when people call me and say, he's saying you're on a show coming in as this, no, I'm not. Like, if I got something to say, I'll say it. The hardest thing is pulling back everyone else from saying it.
Yeah.
And that's not an easy task. And if anybody wants to ask me questions or dig into my past, good luck, because I'm going to come up dead on every Google.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's even better.
I've had 4 different names. Good luck. I don't do social media, so good luck with all that. And when you finally do find what you're looking for, you're going to be sorry you found it.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? People who even got so much energy on that shit just shows who they are, man. It's like, why are you worried about somebody else so much? Like, really? Like, who does that?
And the truth is, like, all this stuff that what's his name? The muscle,
Chicago snitch maggot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all this stuff that he's saying and all these other things that his people are saying, first of all, I can't use enough filters. I'm not looking too good these days. So yeah, I'm using 50 fucking filters if need be. It stops me from having to get up and do my makeup and hair.
Well, he's not who he says he is, man, and he's just, he talks a lot of shit about me. And look, I ride solo. I have a lot of friends. I grew up since I'm 10 years old. I've been around clubs. I don't never pretend to be anything. The reason why I chose not to ever go into clubs, not because I couldn't do it, it's because I wanted to make a difference in the community. I want to stop kids from. I wanted to help out with coaching, man. I like I said, and there was
Doing
times I
that
was real. There was
and
times that look. There was times in probably from 90 90, I was about what, 17, 18. No, I graduated 91, so I was 18. From 90 to at least 2000, I was around, I was very active in the street. I mean, very, very active. And
bless you.
from all factions. Thank you. And I don't say that in a tough guy way because I'm nobody. I just been around and I've given everybody respect. I was taught right. I never had to become like I'm this tough guy. No, I just, we did our thing. I met a lot of good people along the way. A lot of my friends did time. A lot of them are dead. But, when Maggot talks about who I am and I'm nobody and I'm fake and I'm this, look, the guy, he didn't even show his face. Nobody even knows this guy. I'm out here. People know me. Don't you think somebody would have came on here by now and said, yo, this dude's a fraud. He's nobody. Like, two guys from my neighborhood tried to do that, but they both sat with the government. So they couldn't, and I don't care what people really say about me. Like, talking about me with kids, that's a little bit shit. But, when you come on here and lie about me, it's just funny to me. Like, I really don't care. I think they're all clowns.
Yeah, but I want to tell you something. When people say that with you, with the kids, like, I'm talking from a place that I grew up from. Like, you definitely lawyer up. And if you can't do that, like, I will help you do that because what you're doing is such a good thing. There's not a lot of people doing that these days.
You know how hard it is to even say that you went through something like that, let alone you got MRE talks about priests and these guys, they come on here in the chat. But when that Deadly made that video, he said, oh, yeah, my ex-wife left me because touching my kids. Like I'm going to be honest. If he was in front of me, you know the result. But that would never happen. So these people feel free. Like, I know it's not true. It just bothers me because you take away of the severity of it to where another kid or a parent's when it's joked about so much, it's like the little boy who cried wolf. It's bad enough kids can't go and speak to their parents enough. I would never inflict harm on a child or get off. I don't even hook up with young girls. Like, I'll be 50 years old. That's never been appealing to me. It's sickening when people have those tendencies and do that shit. And I don't think you can help them people. And actually, it's a very low percentage rate of people who've been molested that repeat that behavior. It's like 20%, less than 20. And I'm just being real with you. I think it's disgusting. And I think a lot of them should have to really go through a hard time. You know what I mean? Like in jail, some of them, they're protected now. They get put on blocks. But it's easy for them to say that because they know stuff like that will bother me and get to me. If it's not because it's true, it's because they take away the severity from it. And you heard my daughter the other day. My daughter would not come on here. Yeah, you know what I mean?
My dad used to tell me I was the only girl, and my dad would say, you're the toughest son I ever had. And
my daughter used to box. Yeah, she's tough.
Girls don't lie. They're not gonna stick up for a dad who was a deadbeat. They're not gonna do any of that. And your daughter came on and she sounds sorry. She sounds white.
Yeah, she's a good kid. No digging my kid's mom. but my kids both lived with me. I've, and when you coach,
Yeah,
you have to
from
get
what I
background check.
understand,
So,
if
yeah,
you unleash your children's mom, YouTube's got a problem. Not just you or the other side. YouTube's got a problem.
yeah. Well, I was thinking about really taking some action on that, uh,
But I'm
because
gonna.
to make state to make, I have the video downloaded. I was really thinking about finding out who he is and really suing him. Anybody who talks about
That's what I was
because
saying, and I told you this once before. I know your son likes boxing, and my son does too. And they're very, very well. He's very good at it, but he's got great trainers. And I know I can't say I did that, but other people in my family did that because he was just
my son's more a
really
performer
good.
though. He loves singing and dancing, and he's really good. Like he's not a bitch by no means, but like I've tried so hard. Like he hits the bag and shit, and I'll work with him a little
Yeah,
bit.
m-
But
my son does. He break dances, and when he
that's
heard to to box, like he should do ballet, he was like, "No, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. No." And I'm sorry, I'm getting like kind of winded. Sorry.
no,
Um,
I know guys who did ballet.
but when he heard that he should do that so he could be light on his feet, he was like, "No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it." But the fact that, but he break dances. I mean, he could move his bodies in ways. I'm like, "Oh my God, something's gonna
Uh,
snap." But
good
I
for
mean,
him.
I did that as a kid. You know what I mean? Like because I graduated in '96, and I had like the baggy pants, and the crop tops, and
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
dark lip liner. You know what I mean, with the
When I
legs
graduated, man,
taping stuff.
I was ripped when I graduated. I was in shape. I've
Me
had six
too.
surgeries too, though.
But
I've had a
I
lot
was
of surgeries.
I was out there, on the basketball court, break dancing, doing all that stuff, and oh my gosh, too funny to look back. And I was like, and the kids are like, "Why are your lips outlined in black?" I'm like, "It's dark brown."
Yeah, everybody used to do that back in the day.
Yes, the girls. And why's your hair like all high up like that, Mom? It's like that was the style.
Yeah, I
But
like Sal's a good dude too, man. He takes care of his kids too. Really good
who?
dude.
Sorry, I
Sal
didn't.
BK Sal Crook.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's
I
a good dude.
He always says
And
hi. I
thank you for
don't
your
know who.
service, Black Hat. As always, he's a good
Oh
guy.
yeah, Black Hat Music.
I have
He's
a lot of
awesome.
this week I'm going to be going back in the street. I'm going to start really doing some freestyle interviews. I love doing
Mhm.
that. And I want
And
to toy runs
hold
are
on.
coming up. That's going to be cool. I can't
I
wait for
just
that.
my husband was just sitting here, and he just wanted to, say hi, code, and
Tell him I
just
said what's up. Hope he's
he's
well.
right here because the woman problem. He just want to say
I
that's
ain't worried.
my
Yeah, I'm not
girl,
worried
and
about that.
but
She
say
just
hi.
texted me. She texted me saying, "Why did you say that?" Well,
Oh
because you broke my
no,
balls about it. No, listen. You know what sucks though? Listen, think about this.
I'm
Getting
so
blamed.
sorry.
No, it's not your fault. Just think of it though. Getting blamed for something that I didn't even do, that I didn't do. Your husband, like,
No,
not even
not at
close. Don't
all.
no. But then for somebody to keep doing that and saying that's just, I got enough going
Well,
on.
she's
I had
listening,
no.
sweetheart. I don't. That's about as low as a woman could go, is going after a man that's taken or even just emotionally invested. I would never ever do that. I might make jokes or something like that, but never ever would I go after a man that
Yeah,
was
but
taken, and I don't
one of
need
my
to.
biggest things, yo, and not to cut you off. First off,
Mhm.
anytime I've ever seen a girl with a ring on or married, that's a rule of mine. I don't break that. Number one. Number two is it just sucks because I've never even thought about that. You never said anything I didn't. And the fact that she could say that,
Well,
and
my
I know
husband did
she's
want to tell
watching.
her something.
No, listen,
Listen,
she don't even listen. She don't deserve that because let me tell you why. Because
No,
number
he
one,
wanted to say something nice to her.
oh yeah, well, it's not even that important because look, I feel like this. Why should I have to do that? Like, it's not even like, look, it's almost like insanity. Like trying to make me believe that I did something I didn't do. So if I keep acknowledging it, I was just telling you because it's the first time I had to really talk to you. But I let her know, but she'll even say other things and bring clips up and show my show. And it's like, I got enough shit going on, man. I don't need to be hearing this. Like,
Well,
I never once came on here and tried to hook up with any girl or anything like that. I just try to come on here. This show's like therapy for me. And look, it's her, not me. It's something with her. When people act that way, that's their problem. You know what I mean? It's so that's the bottom
my husband said she could flirt with him anytime she wants if it makes her feel better.
line.
It's code.
What's up, Code?
What's up, brother? How you doing? Now she'll be texting me. Why did you say that? I haven't been on my phone for like 2 days, man. I just, you know.
But listen. You just got to know how much she loves you if she's worried. You know, you got to
But the
keep that
thing
in
is,
mind.
but to make something up, like number one, lying, I don't get into that. Number two, I never would entertain anything like that. Number three, like then to keep going on about it, it's just like, look, it is what it is, man. That's why I'm single, bro, because you know I have too much going on. Well, she'll say I'm not single, but you know what I mean. Not married. It's just not for me, man. I can't. You know, I'm not. You're tough. I don't know how you do it. You're married. You got to stay in that. For me, it's like, you know, I got too much going on. I can't have anything that's like I should be getting more support. You dig what I'm saying? I shouldn't be my balls broken every day.
He's
Yeah.
going through what I did with my dad, and
It's
Yeah,
all good
Teresa.
though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
But
listen. You know, everything I got going on is right here. You know, and
that's what's up, man.
and
You guys keep strong over there. You know what I mean?
it's
Keep it up.
everybody got to keep strong out there. You know, and I'm just blessed that the girl that I have, I don't have to worry. And so
Nah, bro.
that
Yeah,
should
you
say
got a good
that
woman.
should say a lot. And believe me, there's a lot of things I want to get involved in. Some things that really make me hot under the collar. But you know, I'm not into. I already know where it leads. It leads to a bunch of hot air flowing over the internet, and
Yeah, you know, because none of them guys
and
will have the heart. Yeah, they won't confront you. They're all
you
like
know, and it's
females.
frustrating.
You know what
You
I
know,
mean?
it's frustrating because and I've watched. I mean, I can't tell you over the years how many people that we've invited in our house that were maybe a little bit against it, you know, or people that we thought we could help in some way, whether we had much to give or not, it didn't matter. You know, if we could help, we helped. And
Sure.
and I followed my wife's lead. You know, I followed Teresa's lead. And you know, it was really awesome is I'd come home from work every night and stop in the dollar store on the way home. And if it was the weekend, Teresa would go and I would be home with the kids, and they knew that we were married, but they never saw us together just because of the way we were with people when we were out and about, you know, and I'm just blessed to have a girl like that. And you know, when she says she's your friend, man, you got a real solid friend.
Yeah.
And you know, and
That's how I feel, man. And you know, to be honest, it's like, look, you know how it is, bro. You one time were, you know, not married and dating and been accused of shit that you never even friggin' thought about or did. And it's like somebody keeps bringing it up. It's like, at what point do you say to yourself, like, wait a minute, you know, yeah, they might care and be there, but if that's not true and you know none of that's true and you keep bringing it up, like that's a little friggin' crazy to me, and especially the time when I have everything going on that I have going on, man. I just, you know, it's a lot, but that's just a minor part in life. But yeah, she's good people, man. She's loyal. And you know, I didn't even know all that shit with MRE until tonight. She was just telling me some shit. The best advice I can give you, bro, is just don't even once you put your hat in the ring. I mean, these people are vicious, the shit they do, bro. The shit they'll say. I mean, they don't really care. They have no morals, no respect. I mean, it's just I've never seen anything like it. Like I wish I never would even got involved, but I'm here and I got to defend myself a little bit. But it's really like, you see rich people, people really successful. They're not on here. They have critics. They're not answering to anybody, and that we should really take a page out of that, So what you're doing is actually good, not falling for it. You want to do something, but you're restraining. That's really good because it's really not worth it. These people are bananas, straight up.
It's hard, and I don't. A lot of times, I don't have a lot of restraint.
Yeah.
And it gets to be a fine line where things get a little crazy, and there's a lot to lose. There's a lot to lose if you don't get away with it.
Definitely.
But it just makes me sad, and I don't know. I really wasn't around for the bulk of your conversation, but I hate to use your platform. I just got to say, I'm really disappointed because I watched Teresa go hard for Lefty and the beating that she took over it. And I know you probably don't want to get in the middle of nothing, and I respect that. Just
speak your piece, bro. Go ahead.
To watch somebody who comes across against it. So we're offering to buy dinner and running out to buy cards from the store that we cash cards and
Yeah.
And then have it turned around and anybody who really knows Teresa knows one thing that's her biggest pet peeve. She does not lie. And to get called a liar over and over when you did nothing but try to be a good-hearted person, that bothers me like in a real bad way. Because that goes beyond just somebody who doesn't know or have anything to do with her throwing out a bunch of nasty, shit out of their mouth. And so I try real hard not to get too crazy, because if I lose it, then it's, then it's game on, and I don't want to go there.
No, but you know what though? What I don't understand about this whole thing, and because I'm gonna get off here soon, I don't understand the whole thing with the money. I'm not monetized. If people ever want to, I get a little cash up here and there, but I really enjoy this. It's like therapy for me. So to me, I really don't care. And I genuinely like that I don't have a big platform, because I know everybody's here for a good reason. You get trolls here and there saying some nasty shit, but she should never have to go through that or feel like that. And I don't even know what happened with her and Lefty on that show. I don't know nothing about it, but I know that she's upset and she shouldn't have to feel like that. And, she should be able to speak her piece. And I got her back. I told her that before, So, like I said, I don't look, a lot of them people, I won't say names, but when them other people are dogging me out, a lot of them guys were over there, man, just, letting them talk. So, I don't get down with certain people like that, man. I don't necessarily trust everybody like that. I think that some people are, really have agendas. I'm not saying any names, so no, I'm not just talking about one person in particular. I believe that it's really I wouldn't say, I guess you could say coerced, right? And an effort for everybody to have the same goal, which is, look, some of these guys on here, some of these people, they just don't care, bro. And what the thing that I was going to say is, what she should look at it is this: as much as it hurts, right? Here's the flip side. God takes people out of your life and lets you see certain things for a reason. You know what I mean? To let
Absolutely.
you see, maybe you can't see things, you're blinded. So then now when that happens, you're like, all right, wait a minute, now I understand. So now the next person you come across that shows signs like that, right away, not to even give it time. But don't ever feel bad about being a good person and having a big heart, because you'll never be wrong for that. But you will have people time from time who will not be who they say they are and have different intentions. That's a big thing.
Right. Well, I know.
Can't help that.
Right. Well, I know one thing. I'll say this. I have a lot of respect, because when I listen to you, you got some strong content. You got good morals behind it. You got a message behind what you say. There's intellect behind what you say. I know that you're taking care of your mom and dad, and that's honorable and respectful, and I admire that. And it's just that other stuff is just rough because, you know, I watch her get hurt when she tries to help, and I watch her go, she goes to bat for you. She knows you're in her corner. I know you're in her corner, and I definitely appreciate that, you know, but I watch her get blocked for defending you, Flo, others, you know, and it's just frustrating to see because it's like, dude, you just want to say, like, what are you thinking, man? We're all supposed to be.
I feel like this. Teresa, tomorrow, if I seen her in a chat, say Chicago Muscle, right? Like, I don't even, like, a lot of guys feel, oh, that's death. That's, oh my God, that's betrayal. Look, maybe if she was in that guy's chat, it'd be different, but say if she's in a regular chat and people are talking about me, you know, I don't expect everybody to sit there and jump up and defend me. People should be able to go wherever they want. The difference is when somebody's sitting there dogging me out and people start chiming in on it, that's the difference. But I really feel it's one of the biggest problems on here. Why does everybody worry where people go? Like, people, we're fucking free. We should be able to do whatever we want. You know, now to sit there and keep talking shit with somebody about somebody and then acting like you're cool with that person, that's not a good thing, obviously. But I think people should be able to go where they want, man. You know, do what you want. Not everybody is going to enjoy. The average person watch somebody for a couple minutes at a time, you know, and I pray a lot. You know, despite what these people say, it's all fake. If I'm lying to God. But this is how I live my life. Like, I pray before I eat, man, and I don't care who believes it. But that's a big thing that a lot of people won't come here for that reason. And because I don't like to do the drama every day. And even when I answer like tonight, I like to have fun with it. I'm not sitting here mad. You don't sit me here yelling, cursing, screaming. Like, I don't, you know, I'm not perfect, but it really doesn't matter, man.
Yeah, only one person.
Brian Miller says, tell her Teresa's husband she has a good lady there. We got her back.
Well, I appreciate it. And believe me, I know it. I don't know. God blessed me with her and cursed her with me, but you know, I married up and she married down. Somehow she doesn't know it, but I'm grateful.
You sound good, dude, man. She talks about you a lot. That's what's up, man. You know, I'm glad to get to know you guys, man. It's you know, one thing that comes out of all this bullshit though is you end up meeting some good fucking people. You know what I mean? You might have to go through some assholes, but eventually, look, you get to meet good people. Like, so, like my father used to always say, you know, if you got to go through some bullshit, you know, to get to know shit, I mean, sometimes that's what you have to do, you know?
It's all an education, that's for sure.
Look, I look at it this way. If you lie to yourself and you act like a jerk off in life and treat people like shit, God sees that. And when your ticket gets punched, you're going to have to answer for that. People come on here and take this persona on and this platform to be this tough guy or this this, that, the other thing. Like, when you're lying to yourself, you're lying to God, and that doesn't sell either. I'm surprised some of these people have the views that they have and subscriptions, man. I know I wouldn't even want it like that. I really wouldn't. I like to earn everyone, and you know, but I am now. I'm going to start doing some more freestyling. Like, I like to go out in the street and talk to people, man. That's, you know, just raw dog. Like, walk up to somebody, hey, what's up? You got a minute? You know, and get some feedback, and you know, definitely going to be doing more things with this stuff now against pedophiles and shit. I haven't even talked about it because I've been working on something for the last year, and I have something that's because my friends that I have, you can't tell them nothing when they hear pedophile. They want to just hurt them, and the thing is maybe that might be the answer to some people, but in reality, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to put that education into schools so where young kids in kindergarten can start learning about their body as their body. Maybe, and a lot of schools, they don't want you to do that. Like, they don't want it. That look, prevention is the key to a lot of things. Kids need to be told. They need to know that it's okay. Like, that conversation is not being had in schools, but yet they can sit there and talk about how, you know, what's the other one? That other language. What's that new thing they're putting in the schools?
Oh, gender identity.
Yeah, they can tell a kid at 6 years old if you want to be, if it's a man, he could be a girl or whatever. Like, come on, what's more important? Like, why wouldn't you want to help a kid? If you can educate kids, at a young age and teach them about, like, that you don't take candy from strangers and shit, like, they should learn that. What? I mean, for me, I never was taught anything about that. I was a victim. Whatever. I didn't have it as bad as a lot of people did, but I couldn't even go to my parents' old school Italian. Like, it wasn't like that. It wasn't talked about that. Now we're in different times. Like, and there's a lot of mothers out there and fathers who feel the same, but a lot of people are scared to have this conversation. So the last year, I wanted to make sure my son, he's going to be 16. I sheltered them, man. I made sure that they never went through any of that. And it's just something I want to do, man. It's a big movement that I'm trying to start. Bro, you're going to laugh. I even want to start up you ever see how to catch a predator, how they set them guys up?
Yeah.
I want to do that too. Like, I've been trying to work on something, but the cops around here say if you do that, they'll lock you up. Like, you can't just so think how crazy. You can't set up a pedophile. Like, you get a girl around here who's 19 that looks younger. You put her picture up, have her text with the guy. You have everything secure set up. And then you have him come out, and then you bust the dude. And then you have him start talking. And it's like you give him a chance to go get help, or you think, most guys, you got to kill them. No. But to me, it's like, why would cops be mad to do that? Like, think about it. It's like, I don't get it. It's ridiculous.
My hands, but it just cut out.
Code, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm getting ready to get off, though. Diego. What's up, brother?
Don't know. Code?
Yeah, I'm tired right now.
There?
Yeah, I'm getting ready to get off. Ugh.
Hello?
Thanks for stopping by.
Code?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. Hello?
He might have muted himself.
I'm here. Yeah, can you hear me?
Anything?
You're right, Diego. Black Cat. Sorry for your loss too, brother. But I'm getting ready to get out here. I'm tired, guys.
Code, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you pushed the volume down on my phone.
No, I said this was a good one. I'm getting ready to get off here, though. I gotta
okay.
Change my dad's piss bag real quick.
But we were thinking if ever your girl wants to double date, we'll be glad to do that because you're not far from us, Code.
Yeah, I have to talk to her.
And plus, I like your girl. She's a bad bitch. I like her. I like that kind of girl, who speaks her mind, and you're her man, and she's gonna.
Yeah, but when you're going through certain things, man, and something's keeps being brought up that's not true, at what point is that not cool? Like, I don't need all that stress. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know. I don't yell at women. I don't argue with women. I've had some crazy women in my life. But I don't. Yeah, she is. She's a good person. She's got a good heart.
Honestly, she loves you. She's that, if she's willing to,
Yeah, but my hardest thing is my time. It's hard to have a relationship because of my parents right now. They take precedent over everything. Like if I wasn't here the other night, thank the good Lord I was. My mom, there was a fire in the kitchen. Like, my dad's on a hospital bed.
God, I swear to God, I have been there. I held.
Look at this bitch. Look at Chicago bitch ass muscle. Look at him. Here he is. He misses me. He loves me so much. Look, he tries to come in my chat. They talk so much shit, but they come in here. Isn't it funny?
Well, all right. Can I address him?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't know if that's really him. That's his name, though.
Yeah. Pumpkin pudding pie or something.
Yeah, he said he's gonna rob a patch off me. He's a big bitch. He ain't doing shit. Now he's saying he didn't rob with a glove.
Chicago pudding pie muscle.
Pudding pie, yeah.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you, but
I am.
I just wonder what your motivation is to, even with, code and all the other things, and that one thing that you put up, and I don't understand that. And what you said about me and could I have picked a name for more attention? Why don't you ask the questions first and then come up with your stuff? Because Teresa, the baby, I'm the baby of my family, so everything is okay. We're going to the baby's house for Thanksgiving. We're going to the baby's house for Sunday dinner. So whatever you're thinking, you might want to look at what you're thinking. And
Listen,
I have
Teresa,
never said anything bad about you, but I don't have to, because you're saying it about yourself by doing what you're doing. And if that makes you hate me, that's fine, because you think you got Angel Gotti as your muscle. Because
oh,
let's
he's a
face
simp
it,
like a motherfucker.
you
He's a
all
simp,
think that
simp.
Angel Gotti is your muscle, but I think you need to look otherwhere for muscle. Because as you can see here tonight, like there's nobody here that's in fear of you. And if you start looking me up, you're not gonna like what you find. And
Nobody
I'll
cares
break
about
you.
him.
I'll break you. You're a woman. I'll break everything about you. So you look me up and you tell it all. You tell it all, honey. You do whatever you need to do. Because there's not anyone on earth that I fear than God Himself. And let me tell you something. If you're going to go after Code because he loves God, let me tell you something. You got bigger problems than what you think, because we are warriors of God, and that's what we do. So
Teresa, you've
you
been in
can
the gym
run.
a long time, right? Most of your life?
Yes. No,
I grew up
I
in a
didn't run.
boxing gym.
I've I did PAL in a
What
boxing
I'm
gym. I
saying, like,
started out,
I,
but I didn't
I'm
own
saying,
one most of my life.
like,
No.
since I was 10, I've been in the gym. But what I'm saying is, when you're boxing and you're learning how to hit a big dude, right? He's supposed to be. What's the first thing they teach is hit the body. Like, he talks all this marine shit.
Take it
Listen,
to the
I've
body, take
trained
it
with
to
I've
the head,
trained with
take
all
it to
kinds
the
of guys,
body.
jiu-jitsu guys, judo guys. Like, I'm not saying I'm anything. I just know a little bit about a lot of it. But he's one guy that just doesn't, he's so mad and angry, man. He hides behind this laugh, and he's always like he has
Yeah,
too much time on his hands, man.
that triggers me. I'm not gonna lie, you do trigger me, Martha. You
Hey,
trigger me
Code,
with that
better
friggin'.
not run into me because I'm gonna rip that patch off. You ain't
Why
doing
are you
shit.
so angry and why are you staying hidden if you're so badass?
Yeah, why ain't show your
Like,
face if you're such a tough guy, big guy?
come out. Like, let's do the damn thing. I mean, you've
Because
said
I'm
it
a secret.
all.
He said,
You
wait, he said he's
accused
a secret
everybody.
operative.
You said you're coming after me next, but that's go have a look see. Let's see
You
what
better
you
just
find.
fall back.
You're not gonna like it, and you're not. And if you should do it, and you should keep speaking on me, you don't want to know what I'm gonna do next, and it's not me. Like, take heed
Clown.
to your own advice. Like,
Your husband,
everybody's got
ask your
advice.
husband, right? I'm sure
What?
your husband been around some serious dudes, right? How do you
My
what
husband
guy that
is a
can't
serious dude.
well, what guy that doesn't look in the eye can you trust? The guy won't even show his face, like you're hiding something, bro. That's all I have to say. There's nothing else to say.
I
There's
didn't
no
know
argument.
that
You
whole
don't show your face.
that
Then I'll
whole
take you
thing.
serious.
That whole thing you said about, and we're gonna find out about Teresa the baby Marie. Could you pick another name that said, "Oh, look at me," and don't touch me, Chicago, don't touch me, don't touch me. I'm gonna scream rape. So maybe my husband has something to say about that. You want to say something to Chicago?
You don't,
Bitch. He's
you
hiding.
don't want, you don't want to touch her. I can promise you that.
Yeah,
And I
you
would,
big bitch.
and,
You fucking snitch ass bitch.
and I definitely would just take her name out of your mouth, because
Yeah, right.
you don't want to go to this spot and you don't want to push this,
Hey, yo, bro,
hey,
listen. When a guy never shows his face, how can you take that seriously, man? Guy don't even look in the eye. Like, come on, you're hiding something. I mean, this guy's just fucking every day.
No, you
yeah,
can't.
Ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
He's
He wants to talk about ripping patches off people, and now you can't leave. That's what it's going to come down to. Now you can't leave.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
He thinks he's the first one. I wear an independent patch. When you wear that, dude, you get fucked with a lot. You think he's the first guy or whatever, try to I ain't no tough guy or nothing. But listen, when you give respect, you get it back. And like I said, he doesn't show his face, man. So David, calm down. He comes in
If
here.
we even know that's his name, I'm not sure. I'm wondering.
I don't know.
I don't know. But first of all, Chicago, if you keep talking about me, I'm going to wreck your bitch. That's first and foremost. And I saw her. And let me tell you something. I'm going to run circles around her and pop her.
Oh, are you right-handed?
I'm both. I've been doing
ambidextrous.
this a long time.
She's going to start off southpaw just to fuck with you and tap you a little bit with the right, move around.
Means I'm going to step on my left and come through with my whole body weight on my right, and I will make her pretty again. Believe me, you.
She didn't even say jab. She didn't say left jab. She said just a straight right hand. The overhand right or just straight right hand? I mean, you going nonstop straight through, or are you going to bring it overhand?
No. If I hit you once, I don't stop and expect you to drop. I'm going to keep going till you're just
straight through.
Yeah, you're out of breath. And then the way you talk, Chicago, the way you talk, I'm going to tell you something. You smoke, you're winded. Me, I'll be better in a couple of days. You?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to run circles over you too. I don't have to be stronger. I just got to be faster.
I would like to just hit him with body shots all day long. For real. I practice my hooks all the time.
That's right. Roy Jones, take it to the body.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's the thing that these big guys don't understand. That once you get in and you start working that body now, but that guy like that, like I said, you'll never see his face. He'll just always run here, run his mouth, do his videos.
No, that's a smoker's cough he's got. He couldn't last a whole round. I would just circle him around in a ring to the fourth ring and just make him look funny.
Well, I'll tell you what. I stay my win. You see me smoke joints, but I actually cut back a lot, and I do. My win's still actually very good, and I've dropped about 12 pounds. I've been working out again, and I lift light. I don't go heavy, but I have a bag in the basement. I move around. Me and my son do pad work here and there, but we're starting to turn it up a little bit here and there, as we get more time. But you don't forget how to throw your hands. That's just something you just don't lose, man. That's always
instinct. That's where primal comes in. And it doesn't matter, man, woman, nothing. And my husband used to tell me, if you ever see me get into a fight, I don't need to be worried about you. Get the hell out of there. And then he learned real quickly, me in a car is really good because if someone else jumps in, I can run them down.
But I like the way your husband has your back like that. It's fucking awesome. And he loves you, man. That's great shit. That's a lot. A lot of people don't have that. And Maggot definitely doesn't have it. Did you hear what he said to his wife? He asked his wife, did you hear the question he asked his wife?
No.
Chase, I don't mean disrespect, but do you mind if I say what he said?
Yeah.
He said to his girl, bro, listen, he goes, they said were you ever gangbanged by a bunch of bikers or something? I'm like, what? I said, oh my God. I was like, how could you, who would even ask their wife that question? And I guess she was in the background, said, no, laughing. Who would even do that? Why would you even put your wife on the spot like that? Why would
Unless
you even,
it's true, because in most biker gangs, an old lady gets, she gets brought in.
The only old lady, listen, the old ladies that get that are the old ladies that want it, and that's the truth. And there is a lot of them like that. I've seen a lot. Listen,
if that really is him and his wife, if that really is him and his wife, I'm going to say something. And let me tell you something. I don't ever speak badly about women. There's not a woman on this earth beautiful enough to make me hate her for no reason. And I find every woman beautiful. Even your wife is beautiful, Chicago, but you make her not beautiful by the way you talk. So if anybody puts down your wife, you're bringing them to do that.
Yeah, she is. I don't know what she sees in that dude, or what she feels he is, or And I tell you, all the bikers I know, and I know a lot, nobody knows that guy. His voice been played around all over, and nobody even knows. So he can talk all the shit that he wants.
Yeah, what's a chapter in Maine like? What is it, like 11 people?
Yeah, but that ain't even him. That's not even the one he's talking about. He was saying that he was in Chicago, and he fucking was. This guy, man, was everything. Everything that this guy, invented the nuclear bomb. This guy was John Rambo. He killed Osama bin
Well,
Laden.
and
This guy
since it's
just a liar.
because my dad's birthday, I'm gonna tell you, and my husband will tell you too. My dad would say, "That's just another rah-rah man," and I would say, "What's a rah-rah man?" He said, "A man that's gonna whoop everybody's ass in the bar. He's gonna, he's gonna beat up everybody, and all that ever comes out of his mouth is rah 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 rah."
Yeah, that's all it is.
So Chicago rah rah muscle. Yeah, you ain't doing nothing, and I hope you do pull up what you can on me. Go ahead, and you're not gonna like the outcome. I
Yeah,
promise
but
you.
who talks like that to a woman? He's a bitch. You know what I
Especially
mean?
your woman. Especially your woman.
Oh man. Could you
I mean,
imagine? Could you imagine being at a house, the beer smell and the cigarette smoke? Not on. That'd be crazy.
yeah, I probably could imagine it. Probably, if I thought long and hard enough, I probably could imagine it.
No, I couldn't. I could just forget that. You know those people that smell like they're smoking when they don't even have a cigarette lit? That's who they are.
Yeah, no, he's definitely got a smoker's voice and everything like that, and I would certainly have that looked at before you start threatening people.
Yeah, they think it's all fun and games.
I mean, I didn't know where the toothbrush was invented, but I'm assuming Maine now.
The tooth, not the teeth brush, the toothbrush.
The toothbrush. Yeah. Yeah, he did.
But seriously, like all the heavy
You know
metal.
who Cuzzo is? Cuzzo's like my little brother. He's a
Yeah.
white Crip.
Yeah,
So
I know.
he did a video of Maggot. Maggot never said nothing. See, the thing is with Maggot is like he'll say this guy's this guy, this guy's that guy. Like no guy that I know that's a badass dude is going to sit here and run his mouth. There's no need to predict what you could do or anything. I mean, with that guy though, I would just love to that if he really was that big, I would just like to embarrass him. I'm only 5'9". I would like to embarrass him in front of whoever. But that would never come down to that, man. The guy, yeah, he thinks he's Rambo.
Yeah, but you're pretty solid.
Yeah,
You're 5'9". You're not 5'9".
I'm 205. Yeah, I got like a 34 waist, 33 now coming down. I try to, I've had 6 surgeries though, so I can't really do a lot, but I try. I stay moving. Shit, I'll be 50 this year.
Yeah, you're the same. No, my husband. You're 51. He just turned 51. He's about. I don't know if he's a 34 waist. They fit kind of tight at the top now.
Hey, look, women don't understand how hard it is when you get older like that with the stomach. We could try to eat right, do everything. It's look, the biggest thing that affects men and women is cortisol. You know what that is, right? Cortisol.
Yeah, I know what it is because I got a thyroid issue. I do know what it is. I just don't know
what. When you stress, cortisol what builds up in your stomach because it slows your metabolism down. Any stress, anger, as we get older, men, we stress too
You
much.
got cortisol.
I take apple cider vinegar. That shit's good, though. That really works. And that cilantro shit doesn't work. I've heard that since I was a kid.
No, cilantro does work. I'm telling you, it does.
Well,
You
what
got
do
to
you mix it with vinegar?
No, just the leaves. Like if you were to just make
Just eat cilantro raw?
like a window garden, like cilantro, basil, oregano, all that stuff. If you were to eat that stuff, like it's got all of them got different like B vitamins,
Yeah, I gotta
K
say,
vitamins.
he says, as long as I can suck that gut when the ladies are looking, I'm good. Apple cider vinegar is very good for triglycerides, for body fat. It's good for a lot, for your metabolism. Burns fat like crazy. Doesn't if you take apple cider vinegar 2
But
times a
Claude,
day?
you're pretty solid. Like you're not like you're not chubby. You're like thick,
No,
solid,
well,
very.
yeah, well now, yeah. I mean, I was because I'm actually getting back, but I had pictures before like COVID. I was shredded. I was like 190, shredded. And I was training like 6 times a week, real light. I couldn't go
Mhm.
too hard as always. Oh, look, he shows up now.
Who?
I thought you're
Chicago?
MRE Furt. I thought you're mad about the game, bro. Don't get mad at me. He's a Dallas fan.
Who showed up? Chicago?
No, that's MRE Furt. That's my
Oh,
boy. He put in
fertilizer
there.
management.
Yeah, he's a really good.
Yeah, he's
But he likes
he's a good
Dallas, and
fan.
the Eagles are winning right now. So I didn't think he was going to come by because he's diehard Dallas.
Well, as a girl, I like the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders because they're always. I was a cheerleader, so I appreciate. I don't care what you say. Cheerleading's a sport.
I like the kid. To be honest, their quarterback Prescott. I like that kid. I always did. I thought he had a lot of heart.
I'm about to take a lot of hard hits here, but I'm a huge Jets fan.
The Jets.
Yep. All right, you can
People
give it
still
to
bet on
me.
the Jets. Do people bet on the Jets? I mean, what the
Yep.
hell is up with that? No,
Yep.
I get heat though when my boy's a big Cowboys fan, and when they were winning and they were getting ready to go, and the Eagles were out of it and they were still doing good, I was like, man, I would like to see them do good. I like the young kid Prescott for some reason, but
Cool.
Eagles fans, you can't say that shit. They get mad.
I think everybody in chat, even you, do you guys remember when Michael Vick first came out?
Yes.
Oh my God. He was like unbelievable, this
In
guy.
Atlanta, you mean?
Michael Vick? Yeah.
Yeah, he was phenomenal.
I remember watching his first game thinking, oh my God, like this guy is nothing that they were ready. No one was ready for. Do you remember him? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's a piece of shit as a person for what he did to them dogs fighting pit bulls. Is not
Yeah,
right.
but let me tell you something. There's 50,000 dog fights a year that go on. That's in the South. I'm not defending him, and because I'm not with animal
Do
cruelty or
you
nothing.
know
But
who taught, who was Thomas Jefferson, um, you know, had pit bulls and like bred them to fight.
yeah,
He really did. He started that
hey,
whole
look at
thing.
Black Hat. Fuck the Eagles. I can take it. All Ryans are evil.
Oh boy. I better let you boys talk then. But
Yeah, no, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I got to go get my dad situated. But thanks for coming by, everybody in
yeah,
the
no,
chat.
thank you. Because I had a few things I wanted to say, and I know that like people look at me cross-eyed, like,
Who
oh, like
cares? Fuck
who
'em.
is she? Blah blah blah, and where did she come from? I don't want people to know that, but now I gave you a little bit of insight on it. So do what you want, look it up, you'll find it.
Yeah, well, do you want to stay in for the prayer? You want to go now? Or you want to wait a
No,
minute?
Oh, you're doing a prayer?
Yeah, I'm always doing that. Sign out. Guys, I'm going to do it. Yeah. All right. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear God, Heavenly Father, thank you for this podcast. Thank you for another day of laughs. Despite how we might get here and get down in the mud with these people, and you'd like us to be doing better things, spreading the, that's what makes us as human, Lord. Nobody's perfect. We're not you. You create us in your image. You know our faults. You know what we're going to do. But I ask you, as always, to watch over every kid suffering from mental, physical abuse, any elderly, mental, physical abuse, any veteran, any inmate. I ask you, anybody who just has a hard time in life, women going through abuse, anything, whoever it could be, anybody who would need that hand on their heart and arms around them and just let them know that you have them and it will be okay. And to just stay humble and be kind and things will go your way. It's as simple as that, Lord. I come on here and I do what I do, and I do this in your name, and you know my heart. So with that, I say thank you for the successful podcast tonight and everything you do for me. Even though it looks like there's a lot of pain and times a lot of people give up and say, oh, why would there's a God? Why would he put this on me? Well, I understand why you do, because you that I have the shoulders that can handle it. And I appreciate that. And all I have to say is thank you. And in your name we pray. Amen. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. There you go.
Amen.
Simple as that. And everybody, God bless. Have a great night. My grandfather. Yeah.
Godspeed.
That was Italians used to fight chickens all the time. That was big in Spanish people. God bless everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great night, guys.
Good night.
Thanks, Coach. Good night.
God bless. Take care. All right.